Hello, everybody. I am Robin Caulfield, the Dungeon Master or umpire for this evening, and with me tonight are three wonderful people who are here to play my currently on Kickstarter tabletop RPG, Play Ball. It is a high school baseball sports anime TTRPG. I think it is a blast. I love it, and I hope that all of you will love it and back the game on Kickstarter. That link will pop up in the Twitch chat throughout the night. But I'm very excited. It is a very fun game. Um, it's going to be. You know what? We'll just play it. And we'll show you what it is. So playing with me tonight, we'll go left to right. Drac.
Me, I'm left. Okay, cool. Hi, I'm Drac, Draconics. You found me on Twitter at Draconics, DRAKONIQUES. But today I'm going to be playing Ithra Grey, the Hammer. I'm the best battle around, and I don't really need anyone else to really confirm that because it's true. I've never been beaten. No one can really catch my hits. He's as he/they pronouns, just like me, and I'm excited to be an absolute pain.
I love that.
KP.
Hello, everybody. I don't play KP. I am KP. Hello, I am KP, and I will be playing my character Ravi Das, who is, or as his nickname goes, the Lightning, and he is one of the fielders. And you know, it's funny that Ifrat says that none of his balls can be caught when he hits them, but I beg to differ. I'm sure if pitted against Ravi Das,
okay, those are
we
I
couldn't
had him
Fighting
that
words.
sauce on my arm, you know. It was just
we were I believe we were from rival teams, but unfortunately fortunately due to various circumstances, we are now on the same team, so we shall see. Maybe it's because it's fated that you never were pitted against me and therefore never found out how easy you would be caught, but you know,
interesting.
Hey, you know,
Cool.
it's okay.
Training later on, training the training session will make sure I'll prove that you're wrong. But okay.
Watch you roll horribly the entire game.
I hope so.
Knowing me, I would absolutely.
And Brandy.
Hi guys, I'm Brandy Rose. You guys can catch me on Twitter at the Brandy Rose or on Insta at Brandy Rose Official. You guys might probably know me more from Utopia and other streams or from one of my podcasts, all of which you can find on my Twitter. And today I am playing the Empress. I am playing Bella. And I am super excited to play Bella Flowers. She's such a cutie, and she's a she/they pronouns as well, like I do. And well, I'm here to have a good time and be around for a long time. And she's gonna be very bubbly. She's gonna be very happy. And also, she is the Empress for a reason. You guys can brag all you want. If I'm the pitcher, you have no chance. No chance whatsoever. That's the best part. You're not
We're
supposed
definitely
to.
gonna during training. We're definitely gonna have to hash this out because I'm hearing a lot of just fake news, just lies. And
that's an
but like real
insult.
quick.
Careful, you're gonna have me saying "chill out, Blasty" on this stream. 'Cause you know who's the leader of the Baku squad.
Listen, it's
So I think
okay.
Bella is friends with Ifra. Ifra
Yeah.
does not know this or care.
If it would never admit it. Yeah.
But I'm always there. But I'm
And
excited to play.
on that note, we're going to dive in to this fun little one-shot that I'm excited and terrified to run for you.
You'd be fantastic.
It's gonna be so much fun, especially with three people who I don't think have ever professionally played baseball before.
Yeah.
You'll
I got hit in the head with
never-
one once.
You'll never know if anything that is happening is remotely accurate or not. I love it.
We're gonna trust you. 100%.
You could tell us anything. It's like, oh, the umpire now does 10 jumping jacks in order to score a point, and all three of us would
Makes
be like,
sense.
"That sounds
Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
right.
Okay.
sounds right."
Yeah. Baseball
Or
is
like there's a
weird.
foul, you get to bean someone in the head. Great. Ifra, you're up.
Yes.
Swing better.
And with that, you three, students at students at Elmwood Academy in the beautiful rainy city of Seattle, coming from whatever middle schools you came from, showing up and getting ready to play baseball and play on one of the best teams around. Elmwood is coming off of a rough year with an early out in last year's championship tournament, not even coming close to where expectations were. And now, with new talent and returning talent, it's the first day of the season. You are starting your season off right with an exhibition match against longtime Elmwood rival, the Willow Spring Lumberjacks. After a long, rainy, snowy winter, after tasting bitter defeat just months beforehand, this day could not come soon enough. It's also been the longest day of the school year, it feels, as you're sitting in your final class, a study period. About 10, 15 minutes left until the bell rings and you're supposed to meet Coach Taylor in the gym before the game. What would the three of you like to accomplish? What would you be talking about as the day winds down? You've finished your work and you're just waiting now to play the game.
I think Ravi would definitely be the more isolated type, the one that's kind of just leaning against the wall. You know that he has glasses, so that Megame trope where he's like having a book in one hand, just like flipping through it and just leaning against the wall. You see him, fairly tall figure, maybe meant to be a outfielder simply because he's able to probably jump and reach those balls high. I would say around 6'2" is his height. On a good day, and that's without wearing shoes. So with shoes, he can probably, Jordan up a little if you want. Wrong sport, but you know what I mean. But yeah,
Michael Jordan did play baseball for
That
a
is true.
little while.
Yeah.
done. It's canon. Done.
He was not
Go
very good.
sports.
Spot on. Go sports.
Hey, remember that sport we were playing or our team was playing? Yeah, just whatever.
With the ball in the goal. Yeah.
Yes, goal.
Love it when I
Nope.
throw the
Points.
ball I hit the ball into the basket. Love
Nope.
it. It's great. Feels good.
Nope. No goal, no basket. There is a ball. You all
There's a
had
ball.
that. You had
Hey,
that
it's
one
all the
right.
Oh boy.
It's all the
No,
I
same.
love that. Are you
So,
like
yeah.
standing near us still, or like
Kind
even
of. I
remotely
would say-
close to us?
Yeah. I mean, like he's in the vicinity. Obviously, this is a team, hangout or a team get together before. So he's there. You can visibly see him. He's just probably like 5-6 feet away, and just leaning
Brooding.
against the. I'm assuming that we're in the gymnasium, right? So no, not gymnasium. Where are we?
You're in a classroom right now.
We're still
Classroom.
waiting in
Oh.
class. Yeah.
Gotcha. So yeah. He'd be like maybe in the back corner against the window, maybe like slightly sitting on the windowsill, because the nice soft light coming down for the book to read on, and that's it. And once in a while you do see him like push up his glasses, because it's sliding down his nose. But yeah, that's where we're at.
Does the light catch off and hide his eyes when he does that? Like
Oh
little
yeah,
glints, little
we're gonna go
anime
all
Has to.
anime tropes,
We're
man.
going all out, 100%.
Yeah.
Love that.
I love
And
it.
it's like
Bella-
anytime he's serious, when he's serious is when he
Yes.
pulls the glasses up and you see that it just shines over. Yeah.
Love that. Bella is sitting on a desk, not properly because she's gay, just sitting like it looks like that can't possibly be comfortable. But she's got like a contraband like iPod or like MP3 player stuck like in her trousers, and she's like listening to it with one headphone and like looking at everybody else like upside down on a desk. Did not pay attention the last 6 hours that you guys were in class. Not even entirely sure what the last class was. Is probably gonna ask a question about English, and then somebody be like, "We just had math." So we're like, "Oh, that's why I didn't get anything."
Well,
Somebody else
it was
"That's
taught
not
in
why."
English.
See, so that works.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's close enough. Just like, man, that's why that book was so fucking boring, so weird. All these numbers. She's not the best student. She's excited to be back like there soon. She's probably like sticking a foot out, like, cause she's like in a weird position. She's probably like sticking a foot out to like poke Ifra,
Yeah.
just to bother him and be like, just, oi.
I think he's like trying to pay attention to the class because like I think he's competitive with everything, including academics. So it's like I
Mhm.
need to understand this so I can get the
But
highest grade.
what you need is to pay attention to me because I have a cootie catcher and I need you to pick a color.
No, I don't. After class, okay, we're getting to a really important part. It's going to be on the exam, and I do not want to lose to that guy. Like points to some green-haired kid in the back.
I was actually gonna say like I feel like us two are rivals in that sense because like
points to Ravi,
always
I do
compete,
not
like-
want to lose to Ravi.
and it kind of like Robbie kind of puts it down and goes, "You're not even in competition. Come on now." And
We're
then
not even
puts
playing the
book-
same game.
Yeah.
You just hear that like.
But it's always just like a 1-point difference between us. It's like either I'm ahead or you're ahead, and yet we just pretend like we're like miles apart.
I
They
love
just like
that.
trying to ignore
Mhm.
Bella and just goes, okay, fine. What colors do you have?
Red, blue, green, yellow.
Red. Red is always the best color. Okay.
Then pick a
Blue.
number. Pick a number from 1 to 4.
4. Always go for the highest.
4.
Seven's the
1, 2,
luckiest.
3, 4. Oh, tough luck, buddy.
What?
Says
Did I-
you're not the best.
Oh, she did 7.
Joking. It says you're gonna marry Angelina Jolie.
I don't know.
Congrats.
She's not really my type, but cool.
She's also like a good 50 years older than all of us. I'm just going with the first celebrity name that pops into my head.
Yeah, you're all in high school.
yeah.
It's like whatever. High schoolers.
High school is
just go
still
with-
crushing
that's
celebrities,
the
yeah.
equivalent. I remember as a kid being like, I'm gonna marry George Clooney, even though George Clooney is a good 50 years older than I am.
Angelina Jolie, basically your grandma at this point.
yeah.
This is dating me. Wait, let me pick a better one. Who's a current who's a current celebrity
Honestly,
crush
that
we
was
could
a
go
great
for?
pick. That was a great pick. I would
Really?
say.
I think that was a great
Alright.
pick. I think it makes sense that.
Stick with it.
Alright.
Stick with
Yeah.
it.
Sticking
stick with
with
it. Come
it.
in.
All right. So it says you're gonna marry Angelina Jolie. Congrats. Invite me to the wedding.
No thanks. And I'm gonna
That's
describe.
grandma.
I'll describe Ifra. Ifra's like
please.
considerably shorter than Ravi. I think he's probably like 5'8", 5'9". Just a mess of hair. He just wakes up and doesn't do anything with it.
Mhm.
He seems to have like a constant snarl going on, like just grimacing, angry at all times. And honestly, when he does smile, it's probably a bit more frightening than his grimace and snarl. So probably run away when you see that. Because we're going full anime, he's got like natural reddish eyes, and just constantly like slouched over a little bit with hands in his pockets and ready to. It looks like he's ready to bite someone at any given second.
And he has.
Yes, many times. They always have a muzzle in hand, which is honestly very dehumanizing. But
Yep. Oh yes. Don't even. I forgot to describe Bella too. Bella is a petite queen. She is a tiny
Yas queen.
baby. But she is a powerhouse. You don't need to be super tall to be a really great pitcher. People underestimate her a lot. Her hair is bubblegum pink and like very like long. The fronts of it are dip dyed blonde because she was like, I don't want to do the blonde thing and then dip dye it pink. I'm going to do it the other way around because she naturally has pink hair. And she's very tan, constantly has her hair in some sort of style. Like it could be like every time the camera pans away from her and then goes back to her, it's a different hairstyle. Every time there's a ponytail,
Nice.
there's the Sailor Moon things, there's like a top knot, there's a like a high ponytail, a low one, a braid. Is every time the camera pans back, it's a different way to put her hair out of her face.
I love it. Can I also just say, I feel like one thing I wanted to like just off the vibe we're getting is like we're very much at this point. I think we may all have started off from rival schools and definitely were rivals, but at this point I feel it's more of like a friendly rivalry. Like
Yeah.
we're technically all but by name we're friends, and I
Yeah.
feel like we probably just hang out with each other. And I feel like, for example, Ravi would be pretty much around you guys all the time wherever you go, and it's implied. It's not even like I'm invited. It's more of
You're
like,
just
oh,
there.
let's go to the let's like especially like say Bella invites Drac over for like I don't know video games or something. Ravi just kind of walks right behind them and ends up being there, and we all just kind of chill, even though we might not always interact. This is like the thing, and anytime like we have like competitive things, we argue, but it always just says, and maybe even fight a little bit, like that anime little fighting like you do with the scuffle between friends, but that's it. Like it's never like beyond.
God.
And anytime
we are
someone
the Bella Squad.
yeah.
I mean, I prefer
like
the
how you
Efra,
that
I prefer the
connects
Efra
us,
squad,
yes.
but it's fine as well.
Ravi's a cool.
But with two rivals in there, the connecting little brain cell you have.
The single brain cell that we all have collectively. But yeah, like I just feel like that would be like such a fun one. And then like as soon as someone from outside our group, like we argue and fight all the time, but anybody else who tries to do that to us, instantly, all three of us just like wreck. You're gonna get wrecked, bro.
I love the idea of someone like says something about Robbie's like fielding skills, and you just see like behind that person, you just see like Ifra looming over them.
It's like a fire, like it's like a big anime.
Bella has
fire
like the
flame.
baseball bat, she's twirling, and it's like, where did you get that? We're in math class. It's just like she's always carrying.
Like his books become paper cuts to people, just like slicing them for anytime they mess with
becoming a shonen anime.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which sports anime isn't at a certain point?
I mean, at some point, especially for based on cricket basketball. I mean, I feel like it became, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I love the idea of Ifra being genuinely intimidating and Bella next to him equally intimidating because terrifying, unhinged looking face, but like good 2 heads shorter than you.
Yeah, I'm just tall. I think like that's my thing. It's just I'm just tall, and so people just assume that I'm like the bad type, especially with my remarks against Ifra and Bella. But like he's like I said, he's a big softie on the inside. He actually has a lot of things going on in there.
I love that.
And it's at that moment that the bell finally rings, and you all, whether or not it's together or maybe it's almost a foot race to the gym.
It's 100%.
It's a race.
It's a race.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I think Ifra like pushes Robbie and just runs.
You know what? Everybody just roll a regular D20. Whoever gets the highest number wins the foot race.
Oh god. Oh no.
I got a 3.
I got
bullshit.
7.
I rolled an 18.
Of course you did. Man, this was so in character.
So, the second it's like Ravi and Ifra get in the doorway at the same time, and it's like nudging each other, and you get out, and as you're going, Ravi, your shoe must have come untied or was untied by someone, and you kind of take a stumble. Ifra just bolts, is gone at this point. Bella, you were like,
Bella got distracted.
I'm not gonna race. I have better things to do.
I feel like Ravi at that point would kind of just do that anime cool boy thing where I played this off. Like this is just what I do. And then like even though like he stumbles, it's just like a very like cool, tries to be cool about it, and like just ties his shoes and then kind of just looks ahead, brings out his book and just like reads his book as he's walking by. He's like, I don't need to.
Bella's right behind you, like lightning. Okay.
On the field.
And you ultimately end up in the gym. The rest of the team is there, and you're standing there for a minute waiting, like where's Coach? Like as if Coach had to be there the second you got there. A couple minutes go by, and in walks your coach, Coach Rachel Taylor. She's got long hair, braided, She's about 6'4". She's very athletic, and she's in her, her like sport coat, not sport coat, her like windbreaker, ball cap, tracksuit pants, just ready to go. Looks tired, coffee in her hand, clipboard in the other, whistle around the neck. And she walks in. All right. I know, you're all very excited. It's
You're
a
like
big
3 minutes
day.
late. I was ready. We were ready like 3 minutes ago. We can't be wasting time.
All right, put the hammer
All right,
down.
nerd.
Okay.
Let's take a breath. I love the energy, but if you keep it up, you're gonna lose.
Okay.
Anyway, it's been raining all day. The field is a little wet, so be careful. The game's gonna go ahead. 7 innings, exhibition. Sure, this is really important, and we better beat Willow Spring by 1,000. I know, a little unrealistic. Not the
What is
point.
it? That's my goal. I'm going to beat
Yeah,
them
I can
by
I
1,000.
I don't want them to leave here happy.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say you don't want him to leave. I was gonna.
I want
It's like,
all
I
of
am
their
down.
I want all of their baseball talent, as little as there is, to be left on our field dead and buried. I don't want them to ever win another game. I want
So he
you to
lifts up his
crush
bat.
their souls more than
Souls,
you've
okay.
ever crushed anyone's soul. And you know why? Because their
Because we're
coach
better than them.
because their
Oh.
coach is a dick. And they're the reason we lost in the playoffs. So, let's get some revenge and let's win. Now, before we go out on the field and warm up, I'm going to go through the lineup, let everyone know where they're hitting, where they're playing. Again, exhibition. This could change throughout the year. But this is the best lineup we have right now. So, everybody just deal with it. And she looks at her clipboard. All right, first base, batting first, Lee. Second, batting second, playing catcher, Mackenzie. Third base, batting third, Kyle. Of course, our power hitter, batting fourth,
You just hear a
Ifra.
snicker.
Batting fifth, Rosa playing shortstop. Ifra, by the way, you're playing second. Batting sixth, we have Ravi. You're going to be playing left field today. That's where they hit the ball the most. So, really going to need you to just catch everything.
Understood. And you just see him like do that, and then like the anime glasses.
Batting seventh, center field, James. Eighth, Jojo, right field. And of course, as always, pitching, batting ninth, Bella.
Bella
Oh.
does the little like pop star thing. The little glitter comes off her eye.
All right, everybody, get out there, get warmed up, and beat the hell out of them.
Oh, Ifra, let me hit shit at you. Or throw shit at you. That's probably
Bring
better.
it.
Let me throw shit. Sick. She's already got like a baseball. Nobody knows where it came from. She's always has one. Starts just starting to practice.
Yeah, so you go through your warm-ups, and the coaches are now exchanging lineups, talking to the umpire right before the game's about to begin. The Willow Spring team coming off the bus, filling into their dugout.
I'm staring all of them down, just like as I'm hitting the ball that Bella's throwing, I'm like staring at them, just like I'm going to, and his mouth like I'm going to kill all of you. as I'm batting.
And there are two players who really stand out on their team. The team captain from last year, James Weston, their superstar third baseman, basically can hit the ball to the moon. And then their catcher, also returning, their team. James is their team captain. This is like their co-captain, Vaughn Verlander. He's the catcher. He is about 6'9", like almost 250 pounds, just built like an absolute mountain. Those are like the two, like they see your energy and now they're giving off the same energy, like, okay, that's what today is gonna be. Let's do it. There are storm clouds in the sky, although it's just a very light drizzle right now. And the three of you are in the dugout right before you head out onto the field. And the game's about to start.
Ooh,
Hmm.
exciting.
Kick some ass.
What's the name of the first person going out onto bat?
Well, okay, so you're all going onto the field first.
Okay, we're going fielding first. Okay.
Yeah. So, the coach comes back, coaches go, umpire pulls the mask up, standing there, dusts off home plate, and yells, "Play ball!" And mask down, you all run out onto the field, take your positions, and stepping out of the Willow Spring dugout, a girl, short, like pixie cut blonde hair, batting gloves, just ready to go. Their first baseman, Ruth. So, we're going to start the game now. Bella, since you are pitching, you will be doing contested rolls against all the hitters,
Oh boy.
as a pitcher does. So you will be rolling a d12, and you can add either your skill number or your strategy number.
Right. So my skill number is 4, my strategy number is 1. I'm probably going to continuously try to use skill as much as possible because
Yes.
that fucking fits.
Yeah. So for
Skill, yes. Brain, no.
Yeah. So for this contested roll, pitcher versus hitter, you can choose either or. If it is ever like a specific one, I will let all of you know.
Okay.
But you will be rolling a d12 plus that number versus me adding a number to a d12.
Okay.
And we'll see whoever gets the higher number.
All right.
All right. All right.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
12.
Do you need my number yet?
Yes.
Oh, I hit a 9.
You hit a 9? Okay, so the first...
Maybe I'm distracted because Ruth is a babe. Little baseball pun.
So,
Yeah, very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Ruth, digs in and like is very patient. You throw a couple pitches trying to see if Ruth will swing at any of them, doesn't, and then one, maybe it's because of the rain, maybe it's because you're distracted because Ruth is a babe, the ball doesn't come out of your hand the way you want it to. And it just goes, and it's an easy to hit pitch. Ruth swings, makes contact. So on a hit, and you will all be doing this, you roll a d4 to determine what kind of hit it is. So rolled a 4, so that is a hit.
You said
now-
D4, right?
Yeah.
I rolled a 4.
Oh no, you don't roll anything.
Oh, we don't roll a 4.
The-
I thought we had to roll.
the
to
hitter-
contest it.
the hitter
oh, no.
So that's a hit, and now
Finally, a good roll.
D10. Where is it gonna go?
Oof.
A 5. Okay, so that's hit to third base, where none of you are, but one of your teammates is.
Ooh,
And
come on, baby.
then... Okay, so it's a ground ball to third base. So, Ifra, I will have you roll to sort of make the play for your teammate Lee. So you will add a +2 to a D12.
D12.
Uh,
Plus 2. Okay.
yeah, and it has to beat a 6.
Well, I rolled that's 11.
Woo!
Okay,
There it
so
is.
playing third, Kyle, your teammate, fields the ball pretty well, and now has to throw it to first before before the runner gets there. So a D20 +2 has to beat a 10.
I rolled an 11 again.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Lee fields the ball cleanly and just makes a really nice, clean throw to first base. Ruth can't beat it out, and you all have one out. So, you know, Bella, you might have messed up on that first pitch, but it all worked out.
Nice.
Nice. Nice.
I'm proud.
So, second batter for Willow Spring, their second baseman, Kevin. Kevin. Kevin is your like
Kevin.
very typical Chad. His name's not Chad, but he's a very like typical like build
Very Chad-like.
wise. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, chewing on
His
We
gum.
all
dad was
know
probably
Kevin.
named Chad. Yeah.
We all know Kevin.
Chewing on gum, you know, isn't using any batting gloves because Kevin has to be like a big shot. But
We don't like Kevin.
Bella can't stand Kevin.
Kevin
If
Bella
Fred
is
just
so
yelling.
nice to everyone. Bella is so nice to everyone. I mean, except her friends. But like, that's like loving bullying. That's not the same. It's very
Yeah.
soft and gentle.
Yeah.
But like, she hates Kevin.
Fuck Kevin.
She wants to nail this dude between the eyes.
Just hit If I go, aim for the head.
You see Bella just go like a big thumbs up to Ifra without looking back. Like, I got you. Okay, I rolled a 6 + 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.
I rolled a 1 + 2, so
I beat him in the head. No,
yeah. So
that's a foul.
when the
Probably not allowed.
when the pitcher wins, it's just a strikeout. So Bella,
But it was epic.
first strikeout of the day.
Nice.
What is it? What does it look like?
Right? Because these throws have names. Yes. Mhm. So it is a curveball.
Okay.
I think that's a thing. That's right. That's
That's
That's-
correct. That is,
Yeah.
curveball is
I'm
a
so
pitch.
smart. Love this. I've seen one baseball game in my whole life. So
That's one more than me, so you're doing great.
I throw I do the cool hand signaling thingy that I don't know what they mean, but they look really cool. And in between the ones that mean something, she throws up cute things like finger hearts and peace signs to confuse the batter. But she's probably also confusing the person behind the batter. Because
just Naruto hand signals at a certain point. It's just like jujitsu.
You know, normally
Or not ninjutsu, I mean.
normally the
just
catcher
straight up.
normally the catcher is the one who does like
Yeah,
the hand
that
stuff,
makes
but
sense.
for some reason
she's just
Bella's
doing
just
it.
like, no, I'm gonna do it.
She's holding the ball in one hand, so it's like half of her and the ball, and it's just like enough to throw Kevin off and be like, "What the fuck is she doing?" And then as he's like, "The fuck is she doing?" He like relaxes his stance a little, and she just nails him with a curveball. I don't know how you would throw a curve, but just
In baseball,
it's
it's
because
all
this is a throw.
overhand.
So you throw. She throws it in the way that she's like, "Okay, I think this is where his weak spot is," and it just whoosh straight past his head, but enough that he knows on purpose. It like he feels it gently against his like skin, where it's like just a closer, you would have gotten beaten in the head. That is, and then like he looks up and her eyes are like right on his, and it's like, yes, that was a threat.
Yeah, so
Really
you know
bad.
the first pitch you throw right at his face, and he's like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 relax, like hold on," and then you know you throw a couple strikes, and then you finish off with the curveball that looks like it's coming for his head again. So he just like leans way back, and it just drops at the last second into the strike zone, strike 3, and the dude's just like, "Oh no, like did that just happen to me?" and heads back to the bench. And now 2 outs.
Nice.
And
So we have
now,
one more, right?
yes, batting third is their team captain, James Weston. James has some tattoos, like high school senior, eye black, chewing on sunflower seeds. Has the batting gloves on, but has them like unstrapped. Has like a nice gold chain. Very much looks like someone who should be playing professional baseball, but is a high school student.
This is very much like, here comes the man. Welcome,
Yeah.
taxpayer.
And, last year there was only one person who hit more home runs in the championship tournament than Ifra, and it was James. James hit 3 home runs against Elmwood to eliminate you all from the playoffs.
Oh.
So, D12.
Mhm. Before I roll, I just want to say that in the chat, somebody amazingly said a curveball is when you ask the ball on a date and it politely declines. And that is 1-to-1 what Bella has said to someone, like when she's chatting up a girl and the girl's just like asking questions about baseball. Bella has dead ass given that as an answer.
If
Just fully
Everett's ever been
straight-faced.
around when that happens, he groans loudly.
Of course he's around.
Yeah.
You must witness this.
You see here like the shutting of a book in the background, and as you see Ravi just stare daggers.
I love this. Okay.
I
I
love...
rolled a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, so you rolled an 11 total.
Uh-huh.
James rolled a 13 total.
Ah,
So
so close.
James makes contact and hits it, and James is gonna use one of his abilities.
Right out of the gate. I see how it is.
Since he hit the ball. Let's see what ability James is gonna use. Okay, so James has to roll to determine where it's going. And let's see. Rolled a 4, so it's a hit. And since it's a hit, James, having similar abilities to you, Ifra, is going to convert that base hit into a double. So James just hits the ball and hits it to right field, knowing that their best fielder is in left field, and their probably worst fielder is over in right field today. James just like lines the pitch up, spits out some sunflower seeds, and then swings and just hits it
Ew.
right to the outfield. Bounces off the wall. Over in right field, Jojo Norman, your teammate, picks up the ball, kind of stumbles with it a little bit, and throws, and it just doesn't get to second base in time. And James is on with a double.
I did have a question. I don't know if this is something we can do, if we can contest abilities at all, simply because Rowie, or which the character he's based off of is Rob Yardsley, is he has something called the Bloodhound's Nose, where once per game, this player can turn any hit into the outfield into an out, and no runners on base can tag up. Is that at all? I don't know how that can be used. Or is that an outfield? I don't know terms, baseball terms. Oh God.
Outfield is correct.
Good,
Yes.
yeah.
I mean, like, would I be, even though I'm in the left field, would I still be a part of that terminology?
So, since this hit to the outfield was an ability and not on the dice, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I have not worked out mechanics for abilities interacting with abilities yet, but this is now the second time it's come up in 2 one-shots. So you better believe that's coming tomorrow.
Yay.
maybe tonight. Who knows? But the ball will land. James will get on to second. And yeah, since that happened, we'll move to the next person in the Willow Spring.
Oh, I just realized they're on second base right now, right?
Yes.
So they just hear they just feel a weird heat behind them, and very anime style. You see a pan over their shoulder, and you just see him just for the staring daggers, just way too close to his back, just breathing on his neck, we are not letting you score a point. And that's just he just mutters that under his breath.
Yeah, so, while you're doing that, James just very, casually taking the batting gloves off, on second base while the next hitter gets ready and just, looks over at you, smiles, puts the gloves in his back pocket, and just gets ready. Doesn't comment, just seems really relaxed.
Oh my God, that makes it
right
so much
now.
worse. You just see, Efra bites down on his fist, trying not to say anything, but just looking between James and the coach, and I'm going to kill a person. I think he often says that he's going to kill someone. He never actually gets physically violent with anyone, but that's just his catchphrase. I'm going to kill everyone.
Okay.
I feel like he says that to Bella because they're friends, and Bella just goes, "Oh yes, I feel so very dead."
And just gets him angrier.
That's why she does it.
I love it. Before we do another thingy, a pitcher versus hitter thing, Willow Spring is going to do something you can only do once, 3 times per game. They are going to try and steal a base. So James, maybe it's just because James really is feeling bold today. James is going to try and steal third base. So as this happens, I'm going to need to find it in my document. I don't remember where it is. Okay, give me 1 second to try and remember where it is in the game, in the book.
No worries. Bella is stretching her wrists in between, just trying to catch Ruth's eye, failing.
Yeah, Ruth, after having gotten out, is just head down, oh no, is this what I'm gonna have to deal with today? Coach is gonna be pissed.
What do you mean, is this what I'm gonna have to deal with today? I am a delight and a pleasure.
Not you, but getting out and just not being able to get on base. Oh no.
Bella was about to be absolutely heartbroken.
Okay, so James, when you steal a base, you roll a d20 and you add your strategy stat. Each team can choose to do this 3 times per game when they have a runner on base. It happens right before the hitter and pitcher go, so it has to be determined then. And it is a d20 with a challenge rating of just a flat 15, otherwise it's an out. James gets a +1 to strategy. So, James has to roll a 14 or better on the dice. James did not. That's a 7. So, James thinks, okay, I've got them. Bella, they're about to throw the ball, and I'll get to third base, no problem. That doesn't happen. Bella.
Maybe
Yes.
I was gonna say that maybe I see if I don't know if this is allowed because there's definitely rules of baseball that I have no clue. But if I see that it looks like James is inching towards
Mhm.
like third base, can I just like yell? I feel like we definitely have some kind of ridiculous codes between us. That's like the yell pomegranate, and then just so that Bella knows that someone's trying to steal third
Mhm.
base.
Yeah, of course. So
Yes.
Ifra yells, your code word,
Pomegranate.
pomegranate, and
Yeah.
Bella. So before you throw the ball, you
Mhm.
turn. Now you're facing second, and you throw the ball. Ifra, James realizes, oh shit, I'm caught, and tries to dive back. You just swipe the glove down, tag him before he gets back to second base, and he's out. Which
No, you
means
don't.
that's 3 outs, and you change sides.
Woo!
Yes.
so-
I also think the answering code word, as soon as she heard pomegranate, she like whirled around and yelled fruitcake and just whoosh.
Absolutely.
And
Uh,
then we wonder why people underestimate us. It's because we are ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous.
So, after the live ball and at bat phase and that half of the inning, after 3 outs, you change sides, and in between that is the dugout phase, where you can role play throughout reacting to the game, interacting with each other. It's a beautiful time to role play. Ifra, Bella, as you sort of come back in to the dugout, Coach Taylor is just like clapping, like, hey, great job. Code words are still, weird, but good job.
It worked out, okay. It was
As long
Bella's
as it
idea
works.
anyway.
As
Yes.
long as it works, you can keep doing it. The second it stops working, that's enough.
Hasn't yet.
I love it. Bella's just like, she's like, this went well. I'm still great. I'm still the Empress. And now she's like, out loud, she's like stretching out. She's like, wonder if Ruth is single.
I was actually going to ask about that. You were very, very clearly distracted. No, she should not have been able to hit that pitch. Keep your head in the game. Everything else doesn't matter.
Maybe she's just that good. Just because
No.
you can't hit all of my pitches doesn't mean nobody can.
Ooh.
And she knows she's just riling him up.
He just
She
like
knows.
grabs, I think he has a bat and he's like bites down the bat. Trying
You
to
see-
A little foot
You hear a
stomp
little
that's happening.
like,
Yeah, you hear a snicker in the background. Like,
he just like whirls around to look at Ravi.
Just bites the
Innocent.
bat in half.
that's school equipment.
It's
An
fine, we
aluminum
got
bat.
another one. Just pulls out another one.
Out of nowhere. Just the beautiful thing of anime is just, where'd you get that from? It was there.
Yeah.
It is here
Don't
now.
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, she's laughing openly at his little gremlin thing, and I think she affectionately calls him Gremlin in between as well.
Yeah.
Just in between hammers. She's like, Gremlin, behave yourself. We're at the beginning of the game.
Ooh.
They're gonna think that you're nervous.
Can we
am not.
can we decide on nicknames for each other? Like, I like that.
I'm
Give
so
me
down
whatever
for that.
you want. Give me whatever you want.
I think Ifra definitely calls Ravi like either bookworm or Specs. I think Specs.
Specs is
The
fun. I was
classic
gonna say
Specs.
also like I feel like
Yes.
Bella would also for fun just
Yes.
to piss him off call him like Ice Queen or something just because he doesn't show
Mhm.
emotions much. But like that's the fact that he
Yes.
calls him Queen and he's just like
4 eyes. I'm just gonna go for 4 eyes. It's closest to an
Yeah,
insult
4
without
eyes,
being
yeah,
an insult.
yeah.
Gonna do it.
And then in between, affectionately, then Bella uses Specs
yes
when she's
yes.
not riling him up with,
Yes.
what's
Yeah.
up, Ice Queen?
I said Ice Queen just as a like as a way to rile him up a little bit just because he doesn't think he thinks he has
The
full range of
affectionate
emotion.
ribbing.
Yeah, like he believes like he's giving full range
He's
of
giving
emotion.
everything. He's giving
Yeah.
100%. His face is a
Clearly,
paid
yeah.
actor.
Yeah, clearly I'm
Yes,
upset
Ice
or
Queen,
angry
keep
or
giving us
ex-
nothing.
Give us
nothing.
They say that out loud, but I think that's like one of the maybe human moments Ifra has, is that like is like a Greek chorus, Bella and Ifra being like, yes, Ice
Yeah.
Queen, give us nothing.
I think he cackled at like the video. Like I think the video lives in this universe. I think he saw that video of the person dancing that talk show and died at the comment and just uses that now whenever he can to rile
Yes.
up Ravi.
Absolutely.
I love it.
What do they call
the-
Bella?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna add.
Yeah.
I feel like
Ew.
I want to say like Ravi, just because of the range of emotions that you have, just calls you like Bubbles.
Oh,
Just like
yeah.
very
I like
bubbly
that.
person, just like Bubbles.
I'm trying to think of
I'm
a
here for it.
a
A slightly
nickname that
derogatory
could-
nickname.
I'm trying to think of a name that like could be taken as an insult, but because it's Ifra, it isn't one. So I think it's
Airhead?
always yes, I think he called you Airhead.
Oh,
Yeah.
Space Cadet. Space Cadet.
Space Cadet,
Ooh.
yes.
That's
I
why
think he called
the
it Space
Total
Cadet.
Honda gets called a lot in Fruits Basket.
Yeah, Space Cadet.
Space Cadet. Nice. Bubbles
like
and
it.
Space Cadet. I love it.
Yay! We have nicknames.
I love it.
I'm here for it.
So you change sides, and you're all getting ready for your team to hit. So, since none of you are up in the first three, Brandy and KP will roll for these first three.
Ooh, okay.
And then since you, Drac... No, sorry. Drac, you will roll first for your first teammate, and then KP, and then Brandy, and then if you don't get 3 outs, Ifra will get to hit.
Fingers crossed. Okay.
All right,
Okay.
so Lee Coppers, your teammate, first base, steps into the batter's box and is facing down Jones Jackson, who throws in a very unconventional, like, submarine sidearm way. So it has, like, a weird launch angle for the pitch. You will add a +2 to a D12 roll for me.
Oh shit. Max, so that's a 14.
Jones rolled a 15.
Oh no.
So Lee swings and just whiffs on 3
missed.
straight pitches. They were like real close. And Lee just kind of picks up the bat like, man, I shouldn't have gotten out of bed today. Like, heads on back into the dugout.
Can I just
I think-
can I just add one thing? Like Ravi, like I feel like he would be on the rest of the team. Would be the like, and I feel like all 3 of them, as much as they kind of play off each other and are the most animated of the cast, but they're very serious about baseball. So they know like these guys, if they mess up, they're about to have the toughest training session going
Yeah.
out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
we're all
you just
gonna
see him,
die.
you just see Ravi under his breath, 100 push-ups, locker room now.
Oh God.
We're playing a game, Ravi.
if we're under his breath, like doesn't even look at Lee, but just goes, "You did good. They just did better pitcher. Do better next time, though."
That
I think the friendliness would freak people out more than if you had just threatened them.
so
Yeah.
so
Nobody
saying
knows how to react.
so saying, hey, you did find the pitcher's just better than you does not hit the way that you would hope it would.
Yeah, he's trying.
You tried, but it hits the way that everyone expects Ifra to react to that.
Yeah.
And Mackenzie steps in, one batting glove, one not batting glove, blows a big bubble, always chewing bubble gum, eye black under just one eye, just one long braid in the back that comes down to like mid back, and she probably has the best muscles of anyone on the team. Always
focus,
the
okay,
first
focus.
one in the weight room, the last one out, and practices
wow.
I like
almost
her.
as hard as all of you.
Bella is a useless lesbian.
So am I.
Sorry. The
So-
moment that player is up, Bella's brain cells are now 50-50 baseball. And hi.
This is the person that you pitch to every single time you throw the ball, and it's just always like, oh gosh, you are just so dreamy.
Excuse me, mommy. Sorry, mommy. Sorry, mommy. Sorry.
That has happened at practice. Wait, what? Nothing.
I love it.
But like Ifra for sure. You guys definitely heard her say that
Mhm.
very
100%.
clearly.
Mhm.
And the other person was like, "Oh, okay." Like she was like, nothing." And they're like, "Oh, okay." And he just turns around and you guys just horrified.
So just looking like,
Shame.
what was that?
I hate it.
I don't.
Brandy, Brandy, you will roll for Mackenzie, since
Wonderful.
Bella is so, hard eyes. Add a +3 to your roll, D12.
Okay. D12. 14 total.
Yeah, rolled a 5. So, roll a D4.
Okay. 1d4. Do I add anything to it? No, right?
No,
I got a 2.
a 2. Okay, so that's a walk. So, Mackenzie is, so patient and is, as a catcher, kind of knows what the pitcher is thinking before they think it. So Mackenzie kind of fouls off the first pitch, takes 2, and then, fouls off another one, takes another, and then it's like, okay, there's been a lot of pitches here. Fouls off like 4 more, and then eventually just draws a walk and just moves on to first base. No problem. So
Respect.
Mackenzie's on first, and Kyle, your third baseman, who made that kind of nice play earlier, steps in. Kyle, has like a mullet, is almost always wearing a different like heavy metal band tee. Looks like and acts like he should just kind of be not on the baseball team. All his interests are music based. He's in a band. Like, baseball is kind of like a side gig, but like he's also really good at it. But he doesn't want his future to be there. It's just like, I'm gonna use this, get where I'm going. I'm gonna go do music.
This person infuriates.
Yeah,
Ifra.
same. I feel like
Oh
this
my
is
lord.
like one of those things that Ifra and Ravi both would be like, you're wasting your potential. How dare
Yeah.
you disrespect this game?
Oh my god.
Kyle hits third for a reason. It's because he's a very good hitter. However, it's like, if you cared as much about this as we did, you would be just as good, if not maybe, although Ifra
Would
deny
never
it,
admit it.
better.
But, yeah.
Like, Kyle, naturally gifted, practices hard, but doesn't do like the extra work. Okay, so KP, please roll for Kyle at a +3 to a D12.
D12 with a +3, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay. Come on, baby. That is a 7.
Jones roll a 14. So Kyle has a strong at bat. Fouls off a bunch of pitches, gets it all the way up to a full count, fouls off a couple more. Kyle and Mackenzie have made this pitcher kind of work for it. Unfortunately, Kyle thinks this next one's going to be like a ball and like doesn't swing, but the umpire calls it a strike, and it's like, Kyle, not one to argue with the umpire about it and be like, oh man, well,
I can just imagine like Ravi, like once they're on the field, Ravi and Ifra and Bella, all three kind of are in the same wavelength, and so we're like arguing against the umpire, like saying that it's like an unfair calling.
Oh, come on.
The umpire looks over at the dugout, holds up a finger like, hey, that's one. That's a warning. Like, settle down. It's an exhibition. First game of the year. But you have 2 outs. Mackenzie still over there, standing on first. And
Yes, she is.
right now, back turned to your dugout because you're on the first base side. So, Bella, you've just got a full view
That
of the back.
dump
And,
truck.
I mean, the thing about baseball is people
Those
love
uniforms, though.
Yes, baseball butts are perhaps the best butts. And Mackenzie's just like,
Canon.
just a fit person.
They're
Imogen's
just
been like, I'm
really
sorry,
fit.
excuse me, are you looking for a wife?
Spends
A wife?
And as a
Okay.
catcher, has to spend most of the game in like a squatted position. So, you know.
Woo! Woo!
Life is nice. Baseball is nice.
So,
Like out loud, like just under her breath, she goes, "I fucking love baseball."
I think if we're so concentrated on getting ready, he's like, yeah, so do I. Doesn't even realize what you're talking about. Just practicing as he goes up to get ready to bet, because I think it's my turn, right?
speaking of Ifra, yeah. So
Yeah.
you step out of the on deck circle. You've got your bat.
And it's like this point, like under his breath, Ravi like goes, "Kick their ass."
You know I will. And like just walks onto the base and gets ready. I think what he kind of like does like what he does like before every time he bats, he like taps the ground and then swings 3 times just in the air to get ready, and then
Get him,
Isn't ready.
Ifra.
Uh,
Get a little cheerleader.
yeah. So Jones, is eyeing you down and is like, okay, like here we go. Vaughn is the catcher, so you just kind of step in and you've just basically got like a brick wall like behind you, and it's like you can kind of feel gravity around this man. Like he's got his own gravity. He's so big. He
just like looks over his shoulder at him and just grins, and again just readies himself.
He doesn't say a word. He just kind of nods and it's like, okay, here we go. Like let's see what you got.
Show me what you got.
I rolled a 15.
A 15. Rolled a 12. Okay, so
Yes.
roll a d4 for me, please.
A 4.
That's a hit. Roll a d10.
D10. Okay. And is that 6 or 9? A 9.
A 9, that goes to right field. And roll one more d10 for me.
A 9 again.
A 9 again. Okay, so that is a fly ball to the outfield. To right field, I believe. If I'm
Like
not
a just
mistaken.
classic anime show where you just like see start at his feet, where you see the twist of his feet as he swings, and you zoom into the ball and the connection of the ball and the bat. The ball like almost like deforms. He swings, he just launches out into outfield.
Cool. So, since you hit it to right field, they have to roll to attempt to field it. If they succeed on this, it's an out. But since you hit a fly ball, it's 6 plus 3, so they have to beat a 9. They get a plus 2. They rolled a 9, so they have an 11. So you hit the ball and you're like, oh, that one's gone. And it seems like the wind, because of the rain and everything, just comes a little short, and the right fielder just barely, on the dirt right before the outfield wall, reaches up, catches it.
Damn it.
And that marks 3 outs.
No.
So we'll go back to the dugout phase. And before we do, we will take a quick break because I have had a lot of water to drink today. So we'll be back 5 minutes-ish. We'll be right back, everybody.
See you soon.
And we're back.
That's you guys. Yep.
Okay,
it.
so we were in the dugout phase. 1 inning has gone by, and the score is 0-0 because no one has been able to do anything good.
Yep.
Efra is so annoyed.
Except for James on the other team. Hit that
You,
double.
James. Damn you.
Efra is like
Okay,
so
technically,
annoyed with himself.
I did my job correctly.
You did.
Yeah.
Bella so far having an okay game.
That's not
Efra is
good.
gone quiet. I think Efra just sat in the dugout, staring down at
Feral.
his bat, just
Foaming.
dead silent.
Foaming at the mouth.
Ifra's like, just one more foot. Just one more foot. That's all it needed. I've failed.
I think Bella's like next to him in the dugout with like either like a leg on his lap just to like annoy him or like an armor on his shoulder, whatever he prefers. Or maybe whatever annoys him more. I don't know. Depends. Just trying to distract him out of his funk because she doesn't want him to get into a funk while they're playing. So she like nudges him and is like, lighten up. We can still kick their asses.
Yeah, but that was my chance. We could have got like I could have hit a home run. Could have got.
And you
2
can
points
still
in.
hit a home run. If you want, we can still try and play that extra game. And I think they have an extra game they play where like they don't actually do it, but like under their breath, they'll be like 10 points if you hit them in the head. And it's just to lighten each other up a little bit in between. And I think she started doing it. She was like, don't get so fucking like bogged down. she's
But I
like-
feel like we both take that very seriously. We're
Yes,
just
you
like,
do. You both do.
Points.
Points. Okay. Points. Okay.
And it's like, and then instantly it becomes a competition between us, and that's how it
Yep.
gets like fueled. Is like that competition. You know that we have the competition, so we're just like,
Yeah.
okay, let's get their fire back up again. Let's get them going again. Like you
Yep,
just see like
exactly.
that dagger staring between each other. He's like, it's like that Gimli and Legolas moment.
Yes. Oh, the height difference is there also.
Yeah.
Short king.
Toss me.
Yes. God. So yeah, but the funniest thing about that game is nobody can actually win because you can't do the things
Yeah, you
that
can't
she's
actually
suggesting.
Yeah.
But
It's
you guys
just
are just like would be 10 points, would be 12. It's like how are you? Like Bella fully is aware. Like this is a dumb game. This is a really dumb game I came up with for a laugh, and you two take it so seriously. But she's like, okay, let's lighten up these two. And she points, and she like doesn't hide at all. She points at one of the other players at their dugout and goes, 12 points
Okay. 12 points. I can do
between
that.
the eyes.
So you all head back out onto the field, second inning, getting loose, like, okay, we're going to shut them down. We're not letting them do anything this time. So they're up to their fifth batter, Joe Light, their center fielder. Blonde hair, very just full on Hollywood, has the sunglasses on even though it's a cloudy, rainy day.
What up? Putz?
Hey, listen, I have to do that in real life. I had so many concussions.
Oh god.
It's bad.
Oh no.
But Joe is not doing it for that reason. Joe is a tool.
Okay. Cool. Just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Very, very like slender person, like, has a nickname Hollywood just because long blonde hair, West Coast, that's it. Like that is just the nickname every long-haired blonde person from the West Coast gets in everything.
Oh god.
And Joe steps in. And we're going to do another fun little D12 roll. Bella,
Yay. Okay.
going to be a lot of this for you.
That's fine. 7 plus 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Joe rolled an 8. So
Ha! Eat shit, Joe Mama. She says that out loud. She goes, Joe Mama, and then
Joe
she
Mama.
pitches.
yeah, Joe swings, misses, and it's a strikeout. So they have one out. Nice, quick, easy.
Nice
You threw
and quick.
one kind of like bad pitch, a little outside, didn't swing at it, one ball, but 3 straight pitches after that, strikeout.
She sounds like a peace sign to like both of her like besties, just like sending it out like, yeah, we got this.
It's just like a thumbs up, like a underhanded thumbs up, like not even like raised to the top. It's just like, but that's like his like biggest form of approval.
Yay! She is glowing.
Yeah, he just grinned. He's just grinning like a toothy grin, just staring at us
Feral.
as they walk off after that out, and just getting ready to do just get ready to move and act.
Nice.
So Their next batter steps in, Miles Jones, another outfielder. Miles, very short, 5 foot, probably the fastest player on their team. Um, very like basic look, nice buzz cut, whatever. Um, just very calm, very quiet, but very fast. So let's roll another d12.
I got another 7. So 8, 9, 10, 11.
Noise.
Miles rolled a total of 12.
Damn it.
So close.
So Miles is going to hit that one.
Barely.
Rolled a 1 on the d4, so it goes foul. So
Yes.
when it's a foul ball, you roll a d4 again and figure out where it's going. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it was a 4 on the d4, so it goes out of play. No one's able to like catch it or anything. Just swings, and the ball just shoots right up off the bat, bounces off the dugout, rolls into the bleachers, and we have to roll again. Another d12 for you and Miles. Bella.
Nice. Okay, let's see. Are you fucking kidding me? I got another 7.
Oh,
Can we-
come on. You got this. You got
Well, I have good news for you.
So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah.
Miles rolled a total of 10.
this. Yeah.
So second chance.
3 7s, though. That's interesting. We're lucky tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Second chance, you strike Miles out pretty much effortlessly this time. Okay.
She blows a kiss both to Mackenzie and to Ruth.
You're going to love the next batter because
Oh no.
Jess Lewis, another outfielder,
Oh no.
Long blue hair,
Oh
two,
no, it's
like,
my counterpart.
twin ponytails.
Oh, it's
Uh,
my counterpart.
Double eye black, has the jersey unbuttoned down like 2 or 3 buttons, can just barely see like the black undershirt, and steps in, a mostly like thin person except in like the legs, just beautiful tree trunk thighs, it feels like.
Yeah, Chun-Li.
Bella is Bella is blue screening. She has
Bella,
never. She's like
Bella,
you could,
focus.
this is like literally Cupid's arrow.
Can
And
I-
Ruth gone.
You
Mackenzie
see the
gone.
animation of like the heart arrow here, Bella in the heart.
Can I just like notice this like in moment, and then like this is one of those moments he's like, uh-oh, and then like just chucks his book and just say like smack her, like trying to, like
In Bella's
it's like one of the like smack you out
so
of the
so
little
Robbie
thing.
just keeps the book in his
Yes.
back pocket
Yeah,
on
it's
the
just
field.
like,
It's like one of
a
those
quick,
like paperbacks.
yeah, it's like a
shove in your
it's
back
like one of
pocket.
those like, and you have to understand, like no one actually it looks like it's a leather bound book. No one knows what he is actually reading, but it's like literally except for you two, and it's just a lot of smut. It's just pure smut.
Well, now Bella has it, so that's
Yeah, no,
gonna
no,
be
you
a
know
fun
it.
conversation.
No, you already
oh,
know.
I know
You
it.
guys,
Of
yeah,
course I
you
know
two are
it.
the only ones who know it.
I feel like Ifra knows this against his will.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah,
I
it's
gave
more
him,
of like-
I gave
did
him
not
a
want to
gay
know
panic.
this.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
like,
because
this is too much.
yeah, because like to him, this is one of those things. It's just like, like he looks very refined, but what he's reading is just
Just
the
not,
most
yeah.
Bodice ripper.
yeah, the
rom-com
most
thing.
based. Yeah,
I love that. I absolutely love that. Yeah. So it hits me in the back of the head, and like there's this doit, like little thing where like the little animation of the heart like cracks, and she like shakes her face, and the heart eyes kind of go away, but like she's like, okay, yeah, and she like picks it up, like picks the book up and puts it in her back pocket. It gives him like a thumbs up. It's like a thank you, but also was like now not looking directly at Jess, because if she looks directly at Jess, it's all over.
Yeah.
And this is probably
It's-
very obvious to Jess.
Yeah, so, you know, it's weird because Jess is there, and even Mackenzie is finding this weird, you know, crouched down there, like, waiting for the pitch, like, hey, Bella, you gotta look where you're throwing the ball.
No. Out loud, she just goes, "Mm-mm." But she's like, I'm good enough. I can do this with my eyes closed. So do I have to roll again? The 12?
Yep, sure do.
Oh, thank God. It's an 11. I close my eyes and it's a 15.
Woo! Ooh.
That's a 5. So, what does it look like as you strike out
Okay,
the third
so
straight batter of
I
this
just, I just go to like, you have to look. Like, no, I don't. I don't.
I don't wanna.
I don't have to.
Yeah,
I
make-
don't have to. And like she's like in her head, she's just like thinking of like everything that she like does, just like motivating her about baseball. She thinks about Ifra, she thinks about Ravi, she thinks about baseball. It's just like these three things like cartoony going around her head, like but not like just like the little like when you get dizzy and there's the birds. It's like these little chibi versions of like a
Yeah.
baseball and Ravi and Ifra, and they're going around her head, beating off the image of Jess
Yes.
as a chibi with a stick, like with a bat,
Yeah.
just like no, just like
Focus.
protecting her head. And she just like smiles and like throws it, and it just goes, and like it looks like it'll be an easy thing to hit because it looks very straight, but in the last moment it just dips down very sharply because of the curve of the ball, the way that she's throwing it. I don't know if this is possible, but fuck it, I just said that I had heart eyes.
It's a sinker.
It's fine. Yeah,
That's a
sinker.
real pitch.
Yeah.
Great. I'm a genius is what we're getting from this. I am an idiot savant is what we are getting from this. I should be playing
Brandy made it
baseball.
up just now, and then every
Almost.
baseball player.
I
decided
invented
to do
it.
it.
Almost
invented baseball.
any way that you describe the way that the ball moves, there's probably a pitch that I can name that goes with it.
I am a genius. Anyway, Bella has her eyes visibly closed. Everybody is very antsy because what is the pitcher not looking?
Yeah.
And just swings, but it's not even close to the bat in the end because it just sank so fast. And then there's the like, and then but Bella just like listens and she hears the like out, and she like opens her eyes and she's like, sick. She just looks
And-
over at her friends like, and now she can go back to being heart eyes over Jess.
Yeah, and you all go back to the dugout, and as you strike Jess out, and she swings, and she just like leans back, like, "Oh no!" I was like, I had it. I was like this close. I was just heartbroken.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, I can fix that.
I can fix that.
Yeah, so you head back to the dugout, and Bella, as you're like walking down the steps into the dugout, Coach Taylor just like stops you for a second. Is like, "Hey, let's try doing it with our eyes open next time.
Yes, coach.
Listen, I understand. I was just like you when I was in high school.
Is she getting the birds and the bees?
Just, you know, we're
This
these
is
are
heartwarming.
these are our enemies. We hate
And,
them."
like, Oh, Bella's like pouting. She's like, but some of them are really hot though.
Okay, well, you know what? When they take the Willow Spring jersey off, shoot your shot. But right now, you're going to strike out.
Yes, coach. Baseball metaphors will always work on Bella. It's the only thing she understands. She goes, yes, coach. But it does not stop her from like once she like passes the coach to go into the dugout, turns around and like winks at Jess, which is like all bravado. If Jess actually tried to talk to her, she would absolutely not get a word out. It
So,
would be mortifying to watch.
so as you wink at Jess winks back.
Oh. Like Bella like bumps right into whoever of you is closest, just like
I think probably Ravi.
Now-
I like the idea of like tiny Bella bumping into a
Yes.
huge Ravi.
Right.
Now you have no idea if this is like reciprocation or if the Willow Spring team went through this enough with you last year that they're just, you know, trying to get in your head. You don't know.
Oh, it doesn't matter. That was Brain blue screen. Bella limp, must be carried, must absolutely must be like supported. Falls
so
onto Ravi.
so in this next inning, Ravi is hitting second. So
Okay. In that process, like as he's like walking, like as when Bella bumped into him, the next thing he does is just reach behind her and pull back the book that she's taken, and then kind of like and he's as he's walking out, he's just like reading and nonchalantly walking out while he's reading it because that's like his little motivation.
yeah.
Getting, you know.
Oh my God, he's Kakashi.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's smut, so it's just perfectly on brand there. So
Straight
I
face.
didn't even think of the connection until you said it, so I was like,
Yeah.
yes,
so
I can take that.
Bella, you will roll for your teammate here, batting before Ravi, Rosa. She always has her hair in a very like nice tight bun. She is definitely the smartest kid on the team, best grades, and a
rival.
pretty good shortstop.
Rival.
Rosa also is in like 20 other like clubs, student council and everything. So
Okay.
Rosa's like, my parents want me to do everything. Baseball is the sport of choice, and is pretty good and committed to being as good as she can be the whole time.
Respect.
Rosa's also always got like a lollipop or something. Okay, so you'll add a +2 to the D12.
Okay, so just go a kid, D12 plus 2 in there and roll that in. Are you shitting me? That is a 3.
Oh no.
Oh, Ifra's gonna kill you.
So, Jones Jackson, the pitcher, just strikes Rose out on 3 straight pitches. And, you know, Rosa grabs the bat in frustration and is about to, like, break it over her knee, but decides against it and heads on back
Ifra's
into
done
the
that before.
dugout.
I think Ifra's done that before, and they were like, "I'm not gonna do what Ifra did."
Walking right past you, Ravi, and you are up, Ravi.
God, dude, dice gods, come on. Don't
All
do
right.
this to me.
D12, please.
D12 plus, what should I use?
Skill
So
or
I have,
strategy.
I'm going to use strategy because that's a 3. And I feel like just knowing him already, that's what he would like. He would be very strategic about it.
You have to beat a 10.
Okay. Come on, baby. 1, 2, 3, click. That is a wait. What? Oh, that's 6.
Yeah.
Oh no.
6 isn't going to do it. So what does it look like as you strike out?
I feel like it was at this point where like maybe like Ifra says something out loud, and both Ifra and Bella say something out loud in hopes of being encouraging, and maybe like Ifra is more of like
got
you
this.
miss this, I'm gonna kill you or something like that. And then
Messes up
You
and you
got
die.
this, baby.
but more of that is like a distraction for him. And so like as he swings, it's just like a complete. And then also, you know, he was reading smut, so there was a little bit of a miss there. And so like as he hits, like he swings, and that flies by him.
I love it. Yeah, so you swing and miss, and you walk back to the dugout in shape.
Oh wait, that was 3 strikes already?
Well, the contested roll is just all of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So in my head, okay. Oh, bumps.
You know, for pace of play.
Yeah, it
Right,
makes
right.
sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you just see Robbie like you just see him sulking in the corner, like you know that anime
Yeah.
image where they're like in the corner with like just black like streaks coming down on him, like as of the, but he's just like, and then you don't see any expression. He's just like in the background, like looking straight, but just clearly, especially to you two,
Yeah.
this is a huge emotional shift for him.
Oh, Ice Queen's showing a feeling. This is bad.
Mhm.
So she says that out loud on the field to Ifra.
I think Ifra so badly wants to like yell, but like he also got out as well, so he can't. So it's like just like fuming a little bit silently and staring out into the field, like murderous intent in his eyes.
Yeah,
Bella
so
does take baseball very seriously. So, but also she like knows that the only way to get you guys often to stop sulking is to get you mad. So across like everything, she yells, "It's okay. We still love you even when you suck."
yeah, so at
It was the
that
wind.
moment, you hear a crack of thunder just off in the distance. You
Oh.
know the rain is coming soon. Maybe it's
okay.
good for
Ooh.
comedic timing, but if it starts to rain, the game is going to get called and it's going to be over. So you see
Oh,
Coach
no,
Taylor
okay.
just kind of a little anxious as you walk past her, Ravi, and she's like, "Hey, figure it out. All three of you, figure it out."
Fair.
And
This coach is everything to me.
and your teammate James Wilkes steps out. Drac, you can roll for James.
Yeah.
It'll be a D12 plus 2, as you have 2 outs and you're just kind of hoping for the best.
Yeah.
You got this.
Oh, so a
have-
13.
Jones rolled a 14.
Oh my god, no.
So three up, 3 down. Jones is
Oh.
kind of feeling it right now and strikes out your 3rd straight hitter. And after 2 innings, the game is tied at 0.
Does this happen a lot in baseball in real life?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, maybe not 3 straight strikeouts, but like not a lot of points scored. Some teams, I mean, there was a game earlier this year. It was like 24 to like 3 or something. That is a very uncommon, like a typical score is like
That's
5-3, 7-3.
Yeah.
I'm a Cubs fan, so I watched my team give up 15 plus runs multiple times this year
Oh,
in
no.
games where they scored more than 10. It was just bad.
Oh,
yikes.
Baseball's great. I love baseball. I'm a huge baseball fan.
yeah.
But dugout phase, as you're all regrouping and walking out onto the field, you're running out of time.
So how does it? So it keeps going through, like, I think the 9 people, right?
Yes, and then it resets.
And it resets. Okay.
We're learning so much about baseball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be able to have a conversation about this shit.
I mean,
Like a limited one, but like I know some words now.
it's like a beginner's guide to baseball, almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys, your team right now is, you've gone through 7 since you had the 1 hit, and you've been out 6 times. So the next time you hit, it'll be JoJo, Bella, and then number 1, Lee again.
I have a question
Yes.
about my dominating presence because it says once per game, I can convert a hit that would score a run into a fly ball out instead. I don't know what those words mean.
Okay, so a hit is anytime someone gets on base. So if the other team gets a hit, and that hit would lead to them scoring, you can say,
No.
"Psych, that's an out."
Okay. I will remember that now. Got a little ace up my sleeve. Okay.
And batting 8th, coming out of the dugout for Willow Spring is Von Verlander.
Ooh.
The just like the mountain from Game of Thrones, just one of the largest humans you've ever seen in high school. Steps out and is like, okay. The bat looks like a toothpick in his hands. And he steps in and he does like the traditional baseball. He's got the high socks, so they come up to like his knee. He's got the baseball cap, the eye black, chewing something, and is just very like calm. Nice full like lumberjack beard right now, and is like, Okay, like I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. Uh, so Bella, a D12 roll for me, please.
Sorry, it just cut out for me.
Roll a D12.
Okay. 6 plus 4, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Vaughn rolled an 8 plus 3, an 11.
Oh
Ah,
no.
shit! I can't do math. That was so bad.
Uh,
That is an in-character reaction. She thinks he's not gonna make it, and she starts to celebrate, and then he makes it. And she's like, ah,
and the
fuck.
ball just goes flying.
Oh, I can't add for shit. That's embarrassing.
Rolled a 1, so that's going to go foul. Let's find out where. That is a 2, so that's going over to like the first base side. So Ifra, I will give you a chance to make a play. Since it is a foul ball, it is a +0. So you need to roll.
0.
You need to roll a d12 plus your skill,
A skill. Ooh, wait. Ooh, that's really good. Okay, cool.
and you just have to beat a 6.
Okay. So that means I just need to roll higher than a 2 on my dice. And I did. I rolled a 10.
Woo!
Cool. So you finally get a chance to make a play on the field. So how does that go? As the ball if Vaughn would have hit this an inch, like one way or the other, it probably would have been just a full-on home run. But because just got like just underneath it, it pops up, and it just kind of.
Yeah, I think like you just see there's a puff of dirt as he like kind of dives and launches himself and catches it before he can run, and I think that makes to get him out, right? If it catches it before it hits the ground.
Yep.
So he catches it before it hits the ground and like just immediately throws it just because out of instinct. I think it's like muscle memory, throws it at first base just in case something's going on and someone's moving. But yeah, gets them out that way, and he's just grinning from ear to ear as he struts back to his base.
Yeah, and Vaughn,
Time.
walks back to the bench, bat like overhead, like, oh, that was it. That was it. A lot of that reaction today from the Willow Spring hitters. They feel like they could just clobber Bella's pitches if they were just an inch closer. Obviously, though, that's not the case. And now, with one out, the pitcher, Jones Jackson, steps in to face you, Bella. So we'll do another D12, and we'll see if you can get their pitcher out.
Oh, I hit a 1, so that's
no.
a 5.
Jones rolled an 8,
Yeah.
so
Can I just say I got distracted? Maybe Jess was stretching.
yeah. Well,
I'm doing my best, but I am only human.
Ruth is up next. So Ruth is in like the on deck circle, like
Oh, no.
stretching, getting ready. And roll a 3 on the D4, so that's a hit.
Oh, wait. I can turn a hit into a foul, we said.
Yeah,
Ooh.
you can do that
Yeah,
3
I do
times a
that.
game.
I do that once. I do that now.
Okay.
Do I have to roll for that?
Oh yeah.
No.
Sick.
Just
I just did
happened.
it.
So it goes
Oh, thank
foul.
God.
So I will roll to see where it goes.
Oh, thank God.
That is 2. So this time we'll just say it's like deep on the third base side, which is over near you, Ravi. So you need to roll a d12 plus your skill.
Okay.
And
Okay.
you have to beat a 6.
Six. I'm trying to also see if there's I know what to do. I know what I'm gonna do. Okay. I'm question. So I have a skill or a specialty called Frozen Rope, which 3 times per game I can automatically succeed on any throw. Any throw to make a knife. Damn it! Okay, never mind, never mind. But this is a once per game is the other one. Okay, I'll just roll. I'll just roll a d12 plus my skill. You said right,
Yes.
which is a 2. So I'm gonna change that. Come on, guys. Come on, give me something good. That is an 11.
Yes.
Yeah, so Bella, when you used your, what is it, dominating presence?
Dominating presence. Yeah.
So what, using one of your, this is your secondary ability. It's not your like big like I'm
Yeah.
gonna show off ability. What does it look like when you use this ability?
Yeah, get
So-
anime as hell.
Yes. So this tiny little. At this point, my hair is in the Sailor Moon hairdo. So
Mhm.
there's the two things going out. A bright bubble blonde curled in, and there are the two blonde strands that come out from the peak. And I just like before I have like the ball, like I tuck it before I do anything, I tuck it under. I just like meet his eyes and I crack each knuckle and I don't take my eyes off him and I'm not blinking. The whole time I'm not blinking and I have like this anime flashes over my eyes. And he gets like a sweat drop over his head and then like it just like the camera like pans down like in an anime where like suddenly behind me there's like that black like those thick lines coming
Yeah.
out just like and then there's those like waves above me just like radiating like aggression and I just like my face goes from like this cute bubbly like sweet pretty face to like demonic like my eyes are I have that her eyes are pink, they look almost red, they are glistening, they're the only thing you can really see, the rest has become silhouette. She like cracks her neck once and twice and his like grip slips a little bit on the back, it's getting a little sweaty out of nowhere and like I just like wind up so much, it's like thunder cracking in the background also, that's like really driving home the effect. But for him he's like, I don't know if this is the weather or in my head, I think she's in my head. Oh shit. And then like to him, all he can see is my like face. And it's like very like demonic, like about to unleash the power, but only he can see it because it's very subtle. What she's really doing is like she cracked her shit like a little bit and like lifted her face at him a little bit, like what? And it was but it was imposing enough that when she actually threw it, he was so focused on her eyes. He like swung out of reflex. He didn't even know what was happening. And then the ball just went not where it was supposed to.
Yeah, so Jones makes contact, and at first it seems like it's going to be fair, but you know he must have just gotten like too early as it begins to just hook, and it hooks foul. And Ravi, you get to make your first play of the game. So why don't you tell us about that?
I think as he sees it, like he's still a little bit sulky at his dismal batting performance earlier. But then as soon as he's like out in the field, like he's not a batter. Ravi's not a batter, but he is a fielder. And when he's out there, oh boy, he's back. He feels like he's home. And he like just and because of this like strategic mind, I feel like he kind of always is constantly looking at like wind velocity and pathways and I don't know like that weird honing anime-esque like his like this is when he pushes his glasses up and it almost looks as if though he turned on some kind of like robotic vision or something and then so he can just sees every possibility that could possibly happen in that moment and then so when he's like when that swing happens and he sees that okay he hit with this amount, approximately this much amount of power. The wind is going in this direction, and now I see the ball is going. Okay, it's going to land here, and you just seem like walk in that direction. It's not even like him running. He just like walks, stands there, and like just has his hand out, and it just like lands in his like in his mitts, and grabs it, and then like instead of any celebration, you just see him go. It's just holding it in peace sign.
Cool.
Nice.
So there are 2 outs. Obviously, Bella, make sure you've got somewhere marked. You've got 2 more uses of that fun
2 more, yep.
ability.
Mm-hmm.
And Ruth comes up to bat with 2 outs, and Ruth steps into the batter's box and just kind of stretches, bat on the shoulders and like turns like just chest towards you, like stretching the back
Just
out a little
targeting
bit,
Bella.
and gets ready to hit. So it'll be a D12 once again, Bella.
Sorry, it froze for me.
Oh,
And I was
okay.
like, where's the
Yeah.
audio?
So
Uh,
Ruth,
Oh.
bat on her shoulders, stretches, chest out kind of towards you, and then gets ready, and we'll roll a D12.
Yeah, I rolled a 3, 4,
Oh,
5,
no.
6, 7. That's a 7.
Ruth rolled an 11.
She might have winked at me beforehand, and then I fucked up.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Was stretching in a way that was very much like, hey, look
Very.
at what I've got going on. So that's a 3, so that's a hit.
This is the distraction. It's still effective.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am but just a person.
Yeah, so Ruth rolled a 3 on the D4, so that'll be a hit.
Oh.
Okay, let's see, D10. The dice are subject to the whims of lesbian affection. That is a 4, so I think that is actually going to... Where's it going? A 4 is to second base.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Ifra, this ball is hit right at you. Let's see what kind of hit it's going to be. That is an 8. So, it's a fly ball. So, the ball is in the air. And it's coming at you. It looks like it might be going over your head. You have to roll a d12 plus your skill. And you have to beat a 9.
Ooh, a 9 is pretty high. Okay. That's a 9 exactly.
Okay, roll again. Wait,
Again?
no, hold on. I actually think I have the rule for the tie.
Oh.
Let me see. No, yeah, roll again since it was a tie.
Okay. The suspense. Okay. 15.
Yeah, so that beats a 9. So the ball looks like it's about to go over your head, but you know you can reach it.
I think he jumps. I think it's like
Ooh.
he's a short king, as Bella often calls him. But he's got mad jumps, he's got mad hops. So I think he kind of like crouches down and just jumps as high as he can and catches it in midair and lands. And just again, it's just grinning from ear to ear. Like I think at this point he's almost forgotten about his pretty bad batting previously. So and he just like. And I think he throws it back to Bella and gives her a thumbs up. I think he's in a very
she
good
goes,
mood right now.
"Get it, Bugs Bunny."
Yeah, so Ifra, the ball looks like it's gone right over your head, and you jump and you just like extend to the maximum amount that your body will, and it goes in your glove, and you just like slide chest first right into the grass. So now you got some grass stains on you. Now it looks like you played the game.
Yeah, exactly.
And you throw that ball back, and that's the end of the inning. And for the third straight inning, Willow Springs got 0 runs, no points.
Oh my god.
Thank
This
God.
is ridiculously close.
Yeah. So, dugout phase.
Wait, do we have any points?
Nope.
No, we all have 0.
Okay, well,
drawn.
a tie is better than losing.
Yeah, and you hear...
No, we're not going with this mentality. A tie is basically a loss.
You
Okay?
hear the
We're
thunder.
going to win.
You hear the thunder again, and the rain that was just like a light drizzle is getting a little bit heavier now. They're not calling the game yet, but it's pretty
Better
close.
not.
Yeah.
If it gets any worse, they're not going to have any choice. And since it's an exhibition, the game will just be over. There won't be any delay or anything like that. You won't get to play it tomorrow. Whatever the final score is, that's it.
Oh boy.
So it's
so cool.
The third inning.
Mm-hmm. All right.
It was like this fielding thing is really easy. Honestly, all of the outfielders have it very easy. I was catching.
You just hear a whistle, and it doesn't hit you, but it's just like right past your ear. It's the book, just like,
and it like sticks into the wall of the dugout.
Like Bakugo's thing when he threw it at Deku in the anime. Yeah, it just stuck. Absolutely. Bella just like glances up and is just like, she's kind of upset with herself because this wasn't her best inning. And she did
Uh-oh.
Oh, oh.
Oh
did mess up a
no.
few times, and she like glances over at
Oh.
like the like opposing team and is like glancing at like Jess, and it's just like, why?
You need to get your head in the game, okay? You got this. You're better than everyone there. You've been training with me. Obviously, you're better than everyone.
Oh my
there. Come-
god.
You've gotten this idiot out. You can get any of them out.
Listen, okay, that was a fluke. I hadn't gotten my arm ready. Okay. Ugh.
So,
She's
you know,
just looking back and forth, and it's just like, you know what? It's like cheering her up, just seeing them like they tried, but then cheering her up became a competition.
Yep.
But
Who
the
can
thing is
cheer
that,
her up better?
but also they're both losing because they
Yep.
both suck at this. And she's just like starting to like laugh because she can't help it, and she's just like, okay. And she like puts her arms like around the two of them and like bonks their heads together, like all three of
Ow.
them.
yeah. So, as you're
And
doing
it's just
that,
like, okay, cool. And she's like, on three. And then she's like suggesting that I feel like nobody's gonna do the thing that she wants
Absolutely
them to do.
no
I feel
one
like on
no
three,
one.
walk away from her.
Like, good to see you okay again, and just
yeah.
walks away.
So, as you
it.
do that, Coach Taylor looks over to you, Bella, and is like, "Hey, you're up after JoJo, so like, grab a bat."
Right. She just grabs one.
Yeah, and JoJo steps up to bat. Drac, we'll have you roll for
Yeah.
JoJo. So a D12 plus 3, please.
Okay.
Pretty
Ooh,
good.
that was not good. A 6.
That is an 11. So JoJo strikes.
What is the? What?
JoJo strikes out.
You're on a roll. Jeez.
You know, it's
I
not
love
even
it,
that
though.
this pitcher is rolling that well. You're all just rolling that badly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I said at the
JoJo
beginning, I said, watch us roll horribly. And you know what? I should have just not said anything.
Yeah.
Well, no worries.
Uh,
It is what it is.
JoJo strikes out, and you all know JoJo got hurt in the tournament last year. You know, torn ACL, worked really hard to get back, and this was JoJo's first at bat, and
Oh, no.
you know, just maybe it's just not all there yet. The bat speed's not there. It's just like,
Like the nerves of it. Like after you get injured, you have that weird like thing. Like
Yeah.
I could get injured again, and like
Mhm.
mentally
Yeah.
hold back.
like you twist wrong on this leg here in the batter's box, and
over.
it's your whole thing is over.
yeah.
But it's just a normal strikeout. JoJo walks back, and kind of bittersweet. Like, bitter, I
Like
just
Pat.
struck out, but like my knee's okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Pat.
still walking.
Good.
And now, Bella,
Oh, cool.
D12, add your skill
Yep.
or your strategy.
Oh God. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9.
This pitcher is pitching great right now.
Oh no.
My fucker.
Rolled a 15. So
Oh God. First thought is like, oh God, if it's gonna kick my ass. Oh God, Robbie's gonna kick my ass.
so Jones Jackson decides now is the time to throw a pitch no one else has seen all day. Because,
Great.
you know, you're a pitcher and it's you're a pitcher. This is like, I'm going to show you that my pitches are better than yours. And
Oh.
just
We're fighting after this.
and
Meet me in the parking lot.
Jones just throws a pitch that seems to just move the whole time, and just throws this knuckleball that just dances all over the strike zone. It's so difficult to hit. It doesn't even have like a bunch of spin on it. It just floats there and then just drops, and just threw you 3 straight. And you swung and you weren't even close on any of them.
I am both mortified and like for once there is no bubble. There is no joy. There is straight fury. Because she could tell in the smirk. She could tell what he's thinking and that he's thinking that it's just like, I'm a better pitcher than you. And it's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. But also, fuck you. And she is. Oh, yes, exactly. So the chat is like, the picture is like, my
Boss
pictures are better than
music,
yours.
yeah.
Why do I hear boss music? I love that.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Brandy is very frozen right now.
Yeah.
Up there.
Oh,
You
there
We're
you are.
back. We're back.
I can kind of hear you. I'm sorry.
You
No,
you
you're good.
froze.
Yeah, you froze.
Yes.
For a bit.
So,
But it's
but I
okay.
think it froze after I spoke, so it should be fine.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like a bad freeze. Okay.
Efra's
great.
itching to get back on there, like he needs. But there's so many as three other people have to
Yeah.
bat before you can get in.
Yeah, so Lee steps in. Lee, a nice farm boy. Parents own a farm, has to be up at like 3 a.m. to help with the farm, and then is also awake till like midnight. So Lee, always tired, but is here, always here, never misses a day.
I respect that.
Yeah, so KP, Ravi, roll for Lee, please. Plus
Okay.
2 to a d12.
Yeah, I'm getting so annoyed with this roll. Let's see what happens. Okay, that is a D12 plus 2. 7?
No. No.
Oh.
Rolled a 13.
Of course. Fucking course.
We did say spite motivated us. This is maybe our origin story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like this is our losing game that we've come from. I don't know.
Yeah.
We
so,
recovered.
So Lee doesn't get the same pitches that Bella just got, but kind of gets like, okay, this bat is slow. Like, I'm just going to throw fastball, and just burns it past Lee. And it looks like the pitches are just getting faster. Like, Jones has been warming up this whole time and is, like, starting to get there. So it kind of feels like, for at least some of your teammates, you're running out of time. But that's 3 outs. So you change sides, and you're walking back out on the field. After 3 innings, the
Back to my normal thing.
score is tied at 0.
At least we're tied. It's my only
At least
concession.
not at least we're tied. We are losing.
No, that's me just saying
Okay,
it. That's
yeah.
just me saying it.
You
Cool.
you hear the thunder again. The rain doesn't intensify. The thunder doesn't sound like it got any closer. But you might have one more shot to score some points.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
and you can
boy.
see it on the umpire's face, and you can see it on both coaches. It's like, oh man, we might not even get through this next half inning. But
Very quietly, she's just like, man, this is embarrassing. She'll never go out with me like this.
I'd love to know which she this one
Right.
this is.
Just
There's
she,
so many
every
options.
she.
But up next is Kevin Guzman,
Kevin.
the Chad.
Kevin.
So Bella,
Yep.
that's you
I'm on
versus
it.
Kevin, round 2.
I don't want to say it.
Well,
no.
Kevin rolled a 1 plus 2.
Okay, good. Never mind. I rolled a 1 plus 4.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Oh my lord.
So
It's never about the big rolls.
It's-
did we win
about
against the
beating.
other one? Yes.
Yeah.
this is a long one. You throw like 15 pitches to Kevin, and they're all ugly. Like, you just could not figure it out. The ball's getting like really wet now.
This is mortifying.
You can't get like a great grip on it. But Kevin ultimately strikes out.
We're out of my eyes.
And now, James Weston
Gonna crush you.
steps in, ready to hit.
Bella feels like a heat behind her as like if her like metaphorically just starts lights up in flames as she's like daring daggers like past Bella but at James just
Can I just?
staring.
I didn't even think about this, but like I just love the fact that like you are the fire. Like you feel the
Yeah.
fire coming, and then my guy's just like an ice cold
Ice
stare.
cold,
So
yeah.
it's just like that perfect.
love
Like,
that.
just, like you, like they can't tell if they're hot or too cold at the same time. It's
Thank
like the
you. Bella's shoulders are like up here. Mhm.
James
Oh my-
rolled a 6.
I rolled
Ooh.
this plus 4.
wait, what?
What'd you roll? You froze.
I rolled a oh, fuck me. I rolled a
No, no.
7.
Oh,
7 plus 4.
Yeah,
So 7, 8, 9, 10,
demolish.
11.
Yeah, so
Demolish.
so Bella throws her best pitch of the day.
Yes.
What is-
Against their best person,
Yeah,
right?
what is yes. What is it like when you strike out their team captain?
Okay, so I'm upset because their pitcher tried to play me and succeeded. And I'm frustrated, and the ball is slippery, and it's cold, and my hair is getting wet. And it's just like straight up open now. There's no fancy hairstyle. It's just straight open. And it's just starting to stick to me a little, and I'm uncomfortable, and I'm pissy, and I'm like losing my bubbliness a little bit. And I'm just like, nah. And I just like glance over at Ifra, and I glance over at Ravi, and I just like take like the knowledge that they're there with me and that we are playing this game that we love, and the power of friendship really carries me through and
Yes.
like reinvigorates me, and I've got like the ice and the fire like just supporting me.
It's like
And
that
I feel-
aura, just energy towards you.
Yeah, exactly. And I just like I decide to go with a risk, especially as like a thing to that pitcher where it's like a move they haven't seen before. I'd leave that up to you, Robin. A very impressive pitch insert here, please. And so I do very impressive pitch insert here, please. And I do the thing, and it works.
Yeah, so you throw a pitch that you've never thrown before, making it extra risky. Normally you throw like the curveball, like the stuff that breaks like really bad. You throw like a fastball, a changeup, like very like basic, like a very standard template of pitches for any young pitcher. And you throw for the first time ever a slider, and it just goes from like one end of the batter's box to the next. It just cuts across the entire strike zone. It even breaks out a little bit, so James is like, this is in, I gotta swing, and just swings, just whiffs completely, spins like out of his shoes almost, corkscrews into the dirt because it was an ugly swing from one of the best hitters in the state. And you strike him out on just a nasty, impressive slider.
I can just imagine like getting faster and faster at each throw, and like the last one actually literally makes the was it the catcher? No,
Yeah.
what's the guy
Yeah.
right behind? Yeah, catcher.
Yeah.
Literally like step a few steps back.
Yeah, Mackenzie has to like kind of like
Yeah.
hop and make sure that this ball doesn't like go past her, but like catches it and is like, oh man, that's new.
And
Even
Bella
if
is
it's
just
like-
like
Whoa.
absolutely radiating pride, and also locks eyes with their pitcher.
Yeah, their pitcher isn't up this inning or anything, and is just like
Nope.
back turned, like not even looking at the field.
I hate him.
If you hear Ifra behind you, like, you better give me pitches like that in training.
And she just goes like,
I
"You got
need
it."
that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so that's 2 outs, and their shortstop Vivian is gonna step
Oh
in.
no,
Uh,
this can only go poorly.
This can only go gay.
Vivian's got glasses on, has like tape over the nose, like a nice little nasal strip, eye black, a lip piercing,
Oh,
an eyebrow piercing,
oh.
and just earrings all the way up and down one ear.
Yep. I thought so.
Bro, why would you do me like that on live camera? Really, you gotta do me like that on live camera? Okay, I see how it is. It's a 5 plus 4, so it's 9. It took me a minute. I was like confident, and then I was like, wait, before you mess up the math again, you do that in your head real quick.
It can't be a coincidence. at this point that anytime a femme
Yeah.
I
presenting
know.
person
It's really
steps
upsetting.
in, you roll very badly and I roll
know.
very well because Vivian just rolled an 8 plus 4, so a 12.
Uh,
Is it too soon to use my ability that one more time?
Well, it could end up being a foul first anyway.
we have to see if it's a hit
It
first.
has
Yeah.
to be a
Oh,
hit.
right. We have to see.
It is a hit, so you can use it to make it go foul again.
Okay, I'm gonna use it to make it go foul again.
Okay, that's the third.
I'm gonna take all of us down with me.
Cool.
Nobody's winning this.
Now let's find out where it's going, because it could go out of play.
Come at me.
Mhm.
Come at me. Come at
Oh, that is on my keyboard. It's cocked.
the anticipation.
Okay, it's a 1, so it gets popped up to the catcher.
Okay.
So Vivian swings, and it just goes straight up in the air. Mackenzie gets under
Oh.
it and is going to try and make a play.
Oh.
It's a D12 plus 3. Has to be to 6. Bella, you can go ahead and roll that for me this time.
Okay. A D12 plus. Oh, 12 plus 3. So 4.
Yeah, so
15.
Mackenzie very easily just catches the ball. And 3 outs, and you get out of a potentially dangerous inning.
Oh, that was close.
So the umpire calls both coaches out as you all go into the dugout. They're talking about the weather, but it's the dugout phase.
Oh, boys.
We
They're gonna
need
kill
to, I think, oh god, I think Ifra stares at Bella and then just goes, why haven't you pitched me throws like that?
Yeah.
I didn't know I could pitch throws like that.
I think Ravi just walks up and kind of just holds up a high five.
Hell yeah. High fives all
Nice.
around. And then she holds one up to Ifra.
Ifra's grumpily like,
Yeah.
high fives.
Yeah, so Coach Taylor comes back. Both coaches go back. The umpire gets ready for the next inning. All right, so good news, bad news. They're going to call the game after we hit. Both teams will have gotten 4 chances. So basically, if we score, we win.
Oh.
So Mackenzie, Kyle, and Ifra figure it out.
I know exactly what I'm going to do. And I'd talk to who are the 2 other people who are going to be batting before me?
Mackenzie and Kyle.
He points the bat at Mackenzie and kind of says, just make sure you get on a goddamn base. and then and that's all he says as he like starts practicing swings in the dugout.
Probably Ifra speak. And like Bella pipes up and goes, that's Ifra for good luck. We believe in you.
Yeah, so Mackenzie
And
steps...
then, Ravi goes, just remember, you lose 100 push-ups.
All right, Rock Lee, Jesus.
Mackenzie steps out into the batter's box, takes a couple warm-up swings, and the next and final inning is underway because we're running out of time.
Yeah.
So, who wants to roll for Mackenzie? KP or Bella? Ravi or Bella?
I don't mind.
ahead.
I can try.
I've been doing very poorly.
I've not been doing
You've
better
all
at
been
all.
pretty bad. So
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks,
Ifra's
coach.
been doing pretty good, I think. I think Ifra's been doing pretty well.
It's the same D12 plus 2?
+3 for Mackenzie.
3. Ooh, there we go. Thank you, Mackenzie. Let's see what we'll get.
Jones
Come
rolled
on, baby.
Jones rolled a 10.
That's a 10. I got a 10.
Joe.
Roll again.
Oh, come on.
Roll off.
My heart can't handle this.
I know.
9.
13. Mackenzie strikes out. Makes
Just hit Ifra,
makes
Let's just
contact.
get on a goddamn base.
Makes contact on a few. They go foul, but they end up in the dirt. One of them ends up in the stands. Mackenzie is swinging hard, and then
Jesus.
just
She's trying. She's
swings, misses, strikes out. Kyle,
Nerves.
Bella,
Okay.
Brandy, please roll for
Yes,
Kyle
yes.
Davis, the talented yet wasted potential member
Come
of
on,
your team.
Kyle. Buck
D-
up a little bit.
D12 plus 3. Has to be to 7.
Come on.
It's a nat 1 plus 3. It's a 4.
What is today? What is this? What nonsense are we? What evil
I have never
spirit?
rolled so poorly in a game so consistently
my
in my life.
You're
God.
all
Like it's not even like just you. It's like all
No,
three
it's
of
all of
us, like
us.
consistent.
This is
You're-
what we get for saying that maybe we were like coming up out of spite and kind of
You're-
underdogs. So
you're
we're
all
fucking
about-
getting what we wanted.
to potentially tie in a game that
Oh,
is
God.
literally built to go into extra innings until someone wins. I have seen games go 20 plus innings in my lifetime.
That
And
sounds like hell.
you're all about
We're
to
about
tie.
to play all night, fam. Get ready. Say good night to
so,
your family.
Ifra,
Say goodbye.
Yep.
2 outs. You versus Jones. And you know,
Okay.
You
saw
just see Robbie go. I'm going to kick your ass if you lose.
you saw what Jones threw to Bella last time. And you kind of know what's coming. The question is, can you hit it?
Come on, Ifra.
Let's
And
find
then,
out.
like they're just straight cheering, like fully. There's nothing to lose now, just straight
Yeah.
cheering.
So
For Ifra.
again, he does the exact same thing where he kind of like swings his arms 3 times, like a thing he does every single time before he bats, and then gets ready. And
Superstitious ass.
yeah,
Baseball.
very. And he stares the pitcher like directly in the eyes as he gets ready to bat.
Yeah, the pitcher is staring you down equally.
It's what is
Oh.
it style, right? Style or study?
Skill or strategy.
Skill or strat? Oh, okay. Why was I rolling? I thought it was style this whole time. Okay.
Oh.
That's a 16.
Jones also rolled a 16.
No
way! No, wait, are you
No.
fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I rolled
No.
before you did, and I was like, okay, there's no way. This
Okay,
this
we
game's
tied, we
over.
tied, we tied.
And
Come on.
We tied.
You
We can
rolled.
Back. We can come back. Come back.
Okay.
Come back.
One
Sorry.
more time. One more time.
Okay.
14.
16. I rolled another 12. That's
Oh!
4. 16. Okay.
Roll a d4, please.
Okay.
Please be a hit. Please be a hit. Please be a hit. Please be a hit. Please be a hit.
Okay. A 4.
That's a hit.
Can I use Moonshot for this?
You sure can. It's a hit, right?
Yeah, once per game, when the player hits the ball to the outfield, they can choose to convert it into a home run.
Okay. You have to roll a d10,
Okay.
and a 7 or higher is a hit to the outfield.
Okay. An 8.
That's to the outfield, so you can convert that to a
Into
home run.
A home run. So what you see
So-
is like, it's going to be very anime-esque.
So,
This couldn't be more anime.
so I want
tried.
you to know, since the game was gonna end, you're the home team and you bat second. The game is over once this ball goes over the fence and you touch home plate.
Okay.
So, tell everybody what it's like when Ifra activates this ability. The once per game moonshot ability.
Yeah. I think the original plan for him was that he wanted to get people on the base so he can get multiple points out of this, but it turned out it was just up to him. And like as he's looking the pitcher dead in the eyes, you kind of see like a glow to his eyes, and he just goes like, everything about him is he's always constantly like, like not bubbling, but like bubbling with some kind of emotion. It comes off as anger, but just something. But you just see all of a sudden just dim down and just like dead focus. He's got like a blank expression. He's not even snarling, not smiling, nothing. And he like grips the bat, and the glow of his eyes, there's an aura of red that comes off of him and then coats the bat. And as he swings, it's almost like a path of flame is left behind as he swings the bat and slams it. And you can, it's the middle of the day, like there's cloudy, can't see anything in the sky, but for some reason, somehow the clouds part just enough. And for some reason, you see like the moon in the sky as he smashes it, and almost like he's aiming for the moon, and just soars through, up, and over the fence, and twinkles into the distance, Team Rocket style, as he just puts the bat down very delicately and just casually walks around the bases and gets the home run.
Yeah, so as you hit this ball, everyone on the team stands up. They're like, oh, that ball's going. Is it gonna make it? And then it's like, oh man, there's no doubt. And it goes well beyond the fence. Like, you know, in high school, the fence is maybe like 325 feet at the deepest part in center field. You hit this thing like 400 plus feet. Like, this thing is gone. It was a moonshot. The second it left the bat, you knew. Your team basically knew. They've seen this before. Everyone on the team just runs out of the dugout, meets you at home plate. As you step on home plate, and Willow Spring just defeated. And, you know, it's very funny that this pitcher was throwing you knuckleballs, because it's either going to make you miss real bad or you're going to hit it a million miles. And it just backfired.
And
We
I
absolutely
look at James
dogpile.
as I do it, like
We
as I'm walking
absolutely
around a
come.
base. Yes.
And Ifra,
Running jump.
in that moment, it was as clutch as you've ever been. And you felt something. You felt just a little bit different. And Bella, you felt this when you threw that slider, and Ravi, you felt it when you made that play on that foul ball that, you know, probably no one else on the team could have made. You all kind of felt like you were at a high level before. And you've heard it before. Certain athletes, when they exceed even their highest level, they enter the zone.
Yeah,
Skates.
I knew it. I was like, yes.
Yes.
It would not be a sports anime if there was not a mention of the zone.
The zone.
The
And
zone.
you all got just a little taste of it. And you
Maybe
don't
we'll
know
make
if you'll
eye
be
contact.
able to get there again. But you know there's a level higher than where you are now. And you win the game.
God.
Your team mobs you at home plate, Ifra. Everyone's in a great mood. Coach Taylor is loving it. And you all celebrate the win. And then, of course, you line up for the post-game handshake. You all go down the line, shake hands with each other. Bella, you get 1, 2, 3. You get 3 slips of paper during these handshakes.
Yes, I do.
From Ruth, Vivian, and Jess, and they're all phone numbers. And they all went 1, 2, 3 like in line, so they would all shake your hand in a row. They all know. They all gave
They
you
do know.
their numbers.
That
They're cool with it.
competition.
Aaron, let's go.
This is the best moment of my whole life. This is like the only thing Bella's thinking. This is the peak so far. Can't wait to go higher.
Ifra, for you, you shake hands with James, and James is like, just kind of gives you a very, like, nods his head in respect. Doesn't really say anything. You get it. You're both power hitters. You both are the same kind of player. So it's like, hey, good one.
He just goes, I know. Just
That Han Solo.
Ravi, Vaughn shakes your hand, and it just he tries very hard not to like crush your. He's like being very gentle. He's like a very like gentle giant.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
And it's-
Okay. Aw.
Yeah. Vaughn, you know, super nice guy. Tears in his eyes. Hates to lose.
You should see like Ravi like reach out his hand, kind of almost a little robotic in the nature, like just the way he does it, but like it's very much a nice pat on the shoulder, and just you hear him go, "Good game."
Good game. And Vaughn just shakes your hand very thoroughly. Thinks it's being gentle, but kind of like shakes your whole arm like a spaghetti noodle. And
Impressive.
you know, you all get back in the dugout. Coach Taylor tosses a ball to you, Ifra. Well, game ball, Ifra.
Nice.
I mean, it doesn't get more dramatic than that.
Yeah.
Now, if we would have played those last few innings, who knows?
I would have made
won.
sure we won.
And
This is
that's what I
perfect.
like to hear, Ifra.
Can I just we just wanted to say one thing. So in that initial celebration, when everybody's rushing into the field, I feel like, you know, you're doing the fist bumps and
Yeah,
everybody's
the
lifting
fist bump.
and,
I'm like,
and everything.
Yeah, I know.
And then there was like, I think I feel like Ifra would be the one that he is with his personality. He's like very enthusiastic with his like, you know, post game celebration. So like in one of them, he tries to do a chest bump
Yeah.
to Ravi, and instead they end up having a little smooch.
And then, yeah,
Oh,
and then-
Sasuke Naruto moment. Bella has snapped a
and you can tell like there was this,
photo.
yeah, and so like you can tell though like they both were very much embarrassed and like, oh, what the hell, but
Like,
then
what?
like as they turn around, there's like on each one's face a slight smirk.
There's like
And-
a, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, did anyone else feel that? Did you feel that like afterwards, kind of like the weird,
Yeah.
you know, like the zone, right?
Yeah. Was that the zone? Amazing. We have got to get that back.
I think
Practice.
we will.
All
Remember
summer.
those? You have to send me those pictures. I need to practice against stuff like that.
You won't get anything else. I also,
What do you mean?
though, might be a little late to some practices.
Oh my god!
And she just like kind of like a card trick. She just like flicks her wrist, and there's like all the numbers between her fingers. It's like, hell yeah.
All those girls go to a different school.
You just-
Practice is right after school.
yeah, and so you just see like Ravi kind of just like a very gentle bonk on the head with the book. Practice.
Fine.
So,
But then I get to skip a class. Like she's negotiating with them, like she needs their permission. I get to skip class because maybe they get it
I'm not-
earlier than we do, and math is not that important.
I mean, you're gonna have to run that by your parents. They scare me, so I'm not gonna be involved with that one.
Headcanon, Bella's parents are super strict and very, very, very scary.
Like opposite of you.
you
Yeah.
all also know Coach Taylor hates it. Like, if you miss class, you're running.
Oh yeah.
You're
Never
running.
mind. Oh, if you get caught.
I mean, I'm not gonna say anything.
But
I'm
Bella,
also
you're
gonna
a
back you up.
pitcher. Once you like do your
Oh.
bullpen session for the day, you're usually allowed to like go home.
Yeah,
Granted,
but
it's
I
like-
don't get to go home. I'm pretty sure Ifra won't let me go home until they make
Absolutely
us go
not.
home.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's not
Like you're done with your
Between
exercise.
those
Okay, cool.
two?
Keep
No.
pitching.
So, how do you three celebrate a win? You know, you shower, you go
Ooh.
home. Do you get
Do we have a
together?
hangout spot?
burgers and milkshakes.
100%
Yeah.
burgers and milkshakes.
Burgers and
Yeah.
milkshakes.
Burgers and
Just the
milkshakes.
three of us, because we celebrate with the team in between too.
Yeah,
But then we
yeah.
also have our thing that's just the three of us. We get burgers and milkshakes really late at night.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
one of us has a car.
Ooh.
Which one of us would have a car? It's not Bella. You
Ooh.
don't trust
I-
her to drive.
I feel like Ravi would be the one, and it's like one of
Yeah.
those tiny like you know, meant for like, you know what, the smart cars is
Yeah.
what they're called, right?
Mhm.
Like the tiny
Yeah.
ones that can barely fit people. And you just see him like scrunched because he's so tall.
Yes.
You just see him
Like-
scrunched over in the front seat, like his head bonking and like against the ceiling.
I think
with, like-
initially Ifra could have been passenger seat and you guys would have put Bella in the back. But what you didn't expect is that if you put Bella in the back, she will not use her seatbelt. She will lean in between you two and be
Yeah.
right between you. So that I think is why Bella has to sit in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Which leaves the gremlin in the back seat.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then also I feel like between Ravi and Ifra, like they're having always that competition on whose music gets to play what. Because,
Yeah.
like the constant switching between
Yeah,
genres.
sometimes like their hands touch while they're changing the radio.
And they just like pull away, like, Jesus Christ, look what you're going for, eyes.
Short stuff.
Oh my
I am
god.
average height. Okay.
And then out loud, Bella, just this car is so gay. This car is so gay. How are we even driving?
Mm.
I mean, yeah, you got like 4 numbers. I know it's very gay.
And she's just like, yes, I am what makes this car so gay.
He doesn't know, okay?
And she just like
He's
stares
nowhere.
out the distance, like in the office, but like in an anime, and it's just like, when will my will to live return from the war?
And
It's all fine and forgotten by milkshakes and burgers.
with
Exactly,
that,
yeah.
the camera fades out. Milkshakes and burgers. Ifra, the hero of the day, and all of
Yeah.
you, sort
No,
of
we're not gonna hear
reaching
the end of this, are we?
No,
a
you're not.
new level.
Mm-hmm,
And that'll do it for us tonight, everybody. Thank you for joining us for this Play Ball one shot. And if you liked the game and liked what you saw, we have a Kickstarter because this game is trying to get made. It is my own fun little tabletop RPG that I made over the course of about 2 days of nonstop work this summer.
Jesus Christ.
I care about it a lot. I'd really like to see our Kickstarter succeed. If it doesn't, you'll see Play Ball again in the future, but, you know, it would be cool if it does. I'm Robin. These were my
Amazing
players, and I will drop a link here in the Twitch chat for the Kickstarter if it wants to unfreeze. Thanks, Streamlabs.
Oh no.
That was
Yeah,
so much
Streamlabs is a
fun.
pain.
I would
Me
do this with
too.
I would do this with exactly this cast, exactly these players again anytime.
100%.
Absolutely.
Ever.
Yeah.
I'm
Can our
obsessed.
game can this be made into an anime? Because I feel like this is the starting
Right,
of a
this should
great
be made into an anime.
It really should.
It really should.
I'm down. If
someone
I
please
write
make this
fanfic of us
So,
characters.
Yes. Oh my god,
Here we
yes.
go.
I'm Robin. You can follow me on Twitter and pretty much anywhere on the internet at Call Me Caulfield. It's there in the box, spelling and everything. It's also the same as this Twitch channel. I do all sorts of D&D and TTRPG stuff. I've got a D&D 5e podcast, Viturium Awakening, that's got 4 episodes out now. It's fun. It's great. That takes place in my own homebrew setting, Viturium, which I made 5-6 calendar systems for because I do too much all the time.
I love that.
Oh my goodness.
And that's it for me. Let's go this time right to left, starting with Brandy.
Hi everybody, I've been Brandy playing the amazing bubbly Bella Flowers, and will happily reprise the role at the drop of a hat. No questions asked. You probably will know me from other Twitch channel streams like on Utopia or Friends Who Roll Dice, and soon also Well Seasoned Stories. I will be producing as well as starring in and helping with a bunch of different TTRPG streams. I'm also a game designer myself. I just dropped 2 games, Euphoria, which is a gender euphoria bingo that's actually free right now, or for pay what you can. And then I have a Verhexnochmal, which translates to curses. It is a game where you are a cat familiar to witch in a coven with a bunch of other cats, and you get into hijinks and shenanigans. And I have a new game coming out this week, Forever 41. Make sure to check and follow my Twitter at @TheBrandyRose for the updates. If you've ever worked retail and you've ever liked vampires and you've ever had a thought where it's like, man, if only I could just slaughter this customer right now in a supernatural way, but in our TTRPG. So keep your eyes out for that. My podcasts run every single day, Monday through Friday. You get a new episode from me on something. All of the links are in my Twitter. Most recently and most relevantly, we released the first season of our newest show, Eat Crit. Eat Crit is a TTRPG podcast celebrating diversity and accessibility. So make sure you give that a listen. And I will see you guys on Twitch shortly also. And on Twitch, I am at Cutest Patoot. Tarabi.
KP.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's a big thing to follow up on.
Sorry.
No. As in, like, that was amazing. I'm just like, ooh, that's so cool. All the things you're doing. I'm super interested. On my end, hello everybody. I'm KP, also known as KP11 Studios. You can find me at all of your social medias, mainly on Twitter, on Instagram, sometimes on Twitch. I'm hoping I can slowly start making my way back into it, but we shall see. However, I'm a photographer. I do cosplay and portrait photography. So if any of that interests you, check that out. Check me out there. I play wonderful games with wonderful people like these folks tonight. I do one shots like these all the time, and I absolutely enjoy them. On top of that, I do also have a running campaign. If you know Trooper SJP, also known as Academic Foxhole. We have a Friday game with a bunch of other amazing, talented people where we play a fate-based game called City of Light and Dark. It is a game set in the 1940s in Nazi-occupied France, and we're a bunch of resistance fighters. So we get to kick Nazi ass every Friday. So
Hell
if you
yeah.
want to kick Nazi ass or punch them in the
I'd
balls,
love to see
come
it.
join us.
Yeah, we'd love to see it.
It's an absolute blast. It is a very heavy game. I mean, it's full of comedy and fun, but it is an espionage-driven game during a time of very bad shit going down.
Yeah.
So we do deal with a lot of heavy topics. We do our best to be very respectful of it. But if any of that does bother you, I leave a little warning out there, and we try to also make sure to constantly warn people whenever we do. But yes, there is violence. There's some very interesting stuff, but I enjoy it absolutely. On top of that, every Sunday I get to play a game of Into the Southlands, which is a D&D based game, except in the setting for Cobalt Press. So it's on their channel, and I get to play a fun mini series, mini campaign that we're doing on there. I play as a character named Shani, who is a raven folk based off of an actual god from my religion. So that's a lot of fun. And if that isn't an indication of what I like to do, I try to incorporate my culture and POC perspective in everything I do. So I also try to post little interesting cultural related stuff and snippets from my life on Twitter. So check me out there. I've recently just posted a thing about my grandfather's death anniversary and kind of trying to explain how that influenced my work on some things and why it's important. So things like that. If any of that interests you, you can find me on Twitter on doing that thing. So check me out there.
And me.
Drac.
Hi.
Yeah.
I'm Drac or Draconics. You can find me as Draconics on Twitter. It's DRAKONIQUES. I stream all over the place, so that's probably the best place to find me and what I'm going to be doing at the time. My constant schedule is every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm usually over on Vanna's channel in around the Frostmaiden campaign called From Dusk Till Dark. But this week, that was delayed because of internet issues, because internet providers suck. So moving it over to Wednesday for this next episode at 3 p.m. Eastern. Also on Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, you can find me over on Rule of Law and a cyber system campaign called Infinite Horizon, where I play a time-traveling alien lizard. It's a ton of fun. Time-traveling alien lizard who's part of the Resistance. Just gonna get the full title out there. Every other Thursday, so this Thursday, but not the next, but the one after that as well, at 3 p.m. Eastern, I'm over on Runaway Robot, which is Runaway Robot _ on Twitch, for another D&D campaign called Ruin Crimson. It's a 3-campaign story where it's 3 individual campaigns and all of us woke up in hell and we're trying to get out and figure out why we woke up there. It's very cool. I'm playing a warlock turtle, so I'm a war turtle. That was the joke, and I did it, and it was great. I loved it. Every 3 Sundays of the month, you can find me. You can hear my voice on Natural Play podcast called Super Idols RPG. It's kind of like Sailor Moon plus Pop Idols. It's a ton of fun. I play Jaden a lot, who's kind of he's kind of like the Avatar, but a pop idol. Or trying to be a pop idol anyway. He's in high school, he's aiming to be a pop idol, and that's a ton of fun. One of the things I'm very excited about is just a guest appearance, but in 2 weeks on the 17th of October, I'm going to be over on Key Times in the superhero campaign Power Play. I'm going to be guesting there as a return of Will W. Bolton. And it's going to be a ton of fun because I am the best friend of one of the main cast, and we have been an absolute pain. Like we've made like fake screenshots of our characters texting each other. We've made like fake thought about fake photos and stuff they've taken as kids. We're going to be a pain for the GM, but it's going to be a ton of fun. So that's at 5 p.m. Eastern. over
Totally
on Key
forgot.
Times.
Jack, you and I have something to promote that we haven't told anybody. On the 15th.
When is it coming out?
On the
Oh,
15th.
Yes.
So on my channel, Cutest Patoot, Drac, Connie, aka GM Connie, and I will be running a one shot of Halo and Horns, where Drac and I will be the angel and devil, respectively. That is on October 15th, and I've forgotten to plug that, and I have not promoted it anywhere.
Oh yeah.
But you should get on that.
Well, it's been plugged here.
Yeah, I think that's everything that I can remember.
Cool. So yeah, consider backing Play Ball on Kickstarter and telling other people about it. You can show them this one shot that was fantastic and blew my mind the whole time on YouTube. You can follow me and see that link tomorrow night, afternoon, roughly.
Something like that.
There on YouTube. So yeah, thank you everybody, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.